Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning. I'm not go on camera this morning, you know. No camera for me this morning. Just like how you see it, I saw it stay for your side show. Alright. So if you're here, you're here. Gigi, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Give me this up there. How is everybody doing? Give me. I am good. I am just very, very cold. But not tell no lie, the cold front in Jamaica on my side. Colin, how you doing? The cold front on my side is a little bit different. You know, it gone down, you know, so active, you know. So we give thanks to that, you see it. You know so bad right now. Alright. How is everybody doing this morning? Where are you watching from? Talk to me. I have a few things. You know, so I'm not really go live early in the morning, but mighty God. Last night I had to end my live abruptly. I was so disturbed by the revelations. What's up, Monica? Janet, good morning. What you say? You know what I'm done? I'm done with Monica. Monica, behave yourself. Well, we have to deal with snow piling up on the side of the road in New Jersey. Lord have mercy. Hey, me no want that, you know. I don't have nothing to do with that. You understand? Yes, I had to end my nightly news recap last night abruptly because of boy Andre's show was riveting. Andre's show was it sent goosebumps, man. I tell you, say it really it mashed me up mentally last night, man. Mashed me up, Jamaica. No joke about it. Me can't deal with it, man. I am. Please like up the live, guys. Don't forget to like up the live. It's very important, yeah? Now, if that wasn't bad enough, guys. Right? We see where the JCF and the JDF. Them in a problem, you know. Them in a problem. In a recent times, you see superintendent that get locked up with cocaine and all type of something, yo. No man, Jamaica really in a serious pickle right now. And we can't take it lightly. Right? You know, the government, I think they're just being they're being quiet. Wait a minute. I think they're being quiet, but yeah, good. Alright, let's see if this will work. Alright, it'll work. I think they're being quiet, but can't quiet forever, you know. Can't quiet forever. We start everything like this. Big up Mystic Sensation.
Given freely and willingly. And if they say, oh, whatever he said cannot be used.
When I hear this good?
So that's why you'll hear them say, we're going to plead not guilty. Sometimes you'll see that they catch the guy because what? No, plea. Without the guilty for murder. So involuntary manslaughter. So we don't know what evidence, at least I don't know what evidence the prosecution has. I don't know. They may, initially I believe the charge was murder, but when they looked at it,
this is an investigation
channel. Right, just some more ago.
This is an investigation channel.
Would I hear anything properly, guys?
We don't play around here. Yes. Where did the money the Jamaica government received? So that was the heading of my research.
Elga, what's up? Egla, what's up? Blessings, blessings. Eja Portmore.
Hold on.
Short shower not too long ago. Okay. Where's it still cool?
Let me show you what's being searched here. Right? Yes.
Like and share up the live, my people. Like and share up the live.
No, a document. Let us present the documentation of my search and to show you effectively what we have done. Andrew Honest, you are one of the most evil and corrupted person, right? You can try all the cyber act law where you want to pass, what you want to do in a parliament. You can't prevent us from talking and defend our people. We are showing people. Here it is, people. So I search, and this is what coming up. Following Hurricane Melissa, and you see that is an AI overview of all the websites that they put together. Following Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica secured significant rapid payout insurance assistance, including a $150 million US catastrophe bond, 100% payout. Melting pot, that come down next morning. You write down that thing in a melting pot. Write it down. Ratigan, write it down for me, please.
People write it down. People write down their numbers here. Write down their numbers here. Follow the money. Listen to this.
So we are talking about 150 million from the US catastrophe bond. 100% payout. Want to write that down, Ratigan? Please, and melting pot. Please and Tams, write it down for me. From the World Bank, a record 70.8 million US dollars from the Caribbean. Write down that. 70.8 million US dollars from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility.
Mickey, what's up, Mickey?
RIF. This was installed.
Oh, go on, Mickey, big up yourself.
By the People's National Party for tropical cyclone and excess rainfall coverage and access to a 300 million US dollars IDB contingent credit facility. So Ratigan and Melting Pot, please write down the $150 million. I'm going to show Jamaica how we can undo on this tonight. We are around with them. 70.8 million US dollars, right? And the access to. So he has access if you want to draw down on the 300 million US dollars IDB contingent credit facility. He can.
Hi there, kid. How you doing? Well, go on TikTok, big up on yourself, YouTube. I'm live on Bolo V&R 2.0. I'm live on Bolo V&R on TikTok. So we are dealing with the zero accountability crew, see? Following Hurricane Melissa, you had US 150 million for those coming in the catastrophe bond. And the World Bank a record 70.8 million USD from the Caribbean Risk Insurance, that is the CRIF, right? And there was a 300 million USD from the IDB contingency credit facility. So if you was to add all of those together, ladies and gentlemen, you're talking about 450 million plus 70 million. That would be, and this is all in US, you know. So 450 million, so 520.8 million, right? And in Parliament, Andrew Wagon Opal, in Parliament, Andrew Honest said that they have accessed $662 million, right? 662 million US dollars almost immediately after the storm, right? almost immediately after this time, ladies and gentlemen. Within days, they could have accessed that amount of money. So, when you look at the reality right now and the families that are out there, you have families. So nobody can say it's misinformation. Good morning, Juicy Lips. So good to see you, my darling. How are you? Right? Nobody can say it's misinformation. Why is it that people are still sleeping under tarpaulins? Why is it that people are still displaced and don't have, you know, nothing? Why? Please, let us, we're trying to make sense of it all, ladies and gentlemen. It's not making any sense. You understand? When you have those types of money immediately after the storm, what is stopping the government from actually doing the things that they're supposed to do for the people? See,
the People's National Party has courted a donation.
No, this is another one. And then,
I said something right about. I'm going to tell you the truth. Where's about Israel?
And in time for your next 2 minutes, somebody called for your point of order. After the hurricane, about 3-4 weeks after the hurricane.
But the government told the tribe.
By your not
feeling. Everybody have feeling, you know. You have feeling, you have feeling. But I have the benefit of being a student in social sciences.
There it is. All right, so take it away. Let's go get to the second document on it. Tonight, we are going to show the world how vicious this man is. And this is the reason why I know that what he's doing is trying to get money, siphon money, right from the hurricane disaster, you understand, to paddle as it relates to...
All right, let me go, sir.
All over the world support different parties. And Jamaicans in the diaspora, you have GLP supporters.
The catastrophe bond triggered immediately based upon parametric thresholds. In addition,
listen,
we had US $285 billion available through the IDB's contingent credit facility for rapid liquidity support, which was upsized to $300 million, and US $42 million scalable to US $84 billion available on request under the World Bank's catastrophe deferred drawdown option. Madam Speaker, this totals approximately US $662 million in liquidity that was available almost immediately following the hurricane.
Listen, 600 and
the 1970s, a tiny
people.
So you hear that from the horse's mouth. 662 million US dollars, ladies and gentlemen. 662 million Jamaican US dollars, sorry, was available to this government almost immediately after the storm. And I want to ask the people of Jamaica that have families out there that are most affected. Have you felt the impact of the use of the government of that $662 million after 3 months? Have you felt real impact? I have to ask. Let's move on. I just wanted to have it on record there that is the amount that came from Andrew Honest's mouth. Nobody else. So when you hear labor rights coming out talking about that, oh, we don't know what the government for do. Them don't have any money. Right? It's foolishness.
To the corruption that he committed in his first and second administration, the Auditor General is saying over $3 trillion unaccounted for, and Andrew Honest is on the mission to fix this. You understand? But we are going to hold them accountable. The People's National Party now control the PAC and the PAAC. We are going to hold them accountable. Now, contingent credit, $300 million US available for the IDD. Don't write that down, let it put and write it down. That is the continuation. Now, write down this now. 42 to 84 million US dollars available under the World Bank Group catastrophe deferred drawdown option. That's another thing. Now, and National Reserve of 37 million US dollars from the government of Jamaica contingency fund and National Natural Disaster Reserve for fund. We are going to show Jamaica how vicious this brother is. They think you are making him get away? Kill me dead. Me now make him suffer my Jamaican people. You understand? Me the track him. That every eyes and cross all the team. Me now make him get you an inch. No.
Never.
You don't know something upon him back. You don't watch this now, people. We could go to Jamaica. You understand? Because we, right? We don't do no propaganda around here. Show facts. We are show people. Let me show you. Let me bust. No, come people. Look come with me. When we done with him tonight? No. Cayman Island.
Yes.
And I read from mainstream media.
Yes.
Andrew Wallace is one of the wickedest person that exists in the Caribbean. I'm going to put you before Hitler. You are wicked. You are current. Me to put you before Hitler.
No, when I said that, I said that, you know, something to that effect once, you know, and people think I was joking, you know. This man is wicked, brother. Him dey on another level, bro. Yo, Cayman Islands alone send $1 million to support Jamaica. I know personally, I've seen articles where the man them get like millions of dollars worth of housing equipment. I am saying nobody in the West should be that $1 million US they could have helped people. That's what me I say. That's 150 million Jamaican dollars that can move a portion of people into getting why me want goods for my shop. Lord God, Monica, what you say? Right? All the people them when I have no home. Sandra, what's up? Anne-Marie, good morning. Me just see them messages, sorry. Big up the people them on TikTok. Wanna drop on a message to me where I'm watching from. Zine. But I'm saying, it's not one time Cayman Islands send money to Jamaica, you know. It's not one time. Cayman Islands send money to Jamaica, I believe at least 2 times already. They have sent aid. This is one of the first one. This is when. Oh, the second one this? January 31st. Listen, look at this.
Cayman
Listen to this.
Sent $1 million US dollars to support Jamaica hurricane recovery. Just read a little piece of it. Right? This was part of the US 1.2 million pledge made in October last year in the wake of hurricane. Mentioned and radical more to the right. The money will be used for a community voucher program education. Oh,
so them just get the money now. So okay, me understand now. So last year Cayman Islands they pledged the money. And this is an article at January 31st, 2026. And so they have now gotten the 1.2 million US dollars from Cayman Islands. So it's more than 150 million, ladies and gentlemen. I previously thought it was 150 million, but it's more than 150 million. TikTok, just to remind you guys, if you don't hit the like button, they're gonna restrict the live. You understand? I'm not on camera, I'm not gonna be on camera today. But you guys have to hit the like button. Right? You have to tap up the screen. We need to get to at least 50,000 likes. Get me? No joke. And then, you know, there is the live goal of 100 cowboy hats. Alright? So no like up the live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. Cayman Islands, US $1.2 million. The money was received January 31st. Came in the newspaper. And we are looking at all of the money, tracking the money that the government actually got. And then we're looking at the effectiveness in terms of the hurricane recovery and response of the government. After 3 months, London, thank you. Russian Mafia, big up.
Recovery and agricultural restoration. And no, we don't see no agricultural restoration. We don't see no education recovery. And no. October 30, in the immediate aftermath of the storm, the government sent a shipment of emergency relief supplies valued at nearly 200,000 US dollars, which was delivered by a delegation led by Premier Andre Ibaks. Officials explained that the voucher program, which accounts for 333,000 US of the funds sent enables residents in need to purchase building materials for home repairs while also stimulating economic activity in the affected communities. And now, as we speak, Andrew Holness can show that 5% of those who are affected house when they take that away, we could give them more information. We are come down, Cooper. Take that away on it. We could get into the next report. Right then and there.
Man, them evil, man. Right? Man, them evil.
Because at them, you have to come out. You have to come out at them when we're done with it tonight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, with all the suffering that the Jamaican people are facing, I'm asking the Jamaican people, why are you guys so quiet? Why are you guys so dormant? Why are you guys suffering in silence? Why aren't you guys raising your F1 guys? F1, see there? The man them kick out the people them off of the live. See there? Them kick out the people them off of the live. Out of 100+ people here and then kick them out. I don't know why TikTok want me for Mr. Dre Bryan doing show and don't show him face and no restriction. Why them a restrict my life? I be somebody I send some type of I don't know what them I do. Right? Every time I go live and I do my live, somebody a bad minded thing. Some lab rat or something a bad minded thing, brother. When I need to come off on my page, all I monitoring spirit, them gonna leave my page alone. All I wanna. You understand? When I hold on my page for too long now. In the name of Jesus, I need to lift up and avoid my page, brother. Straight up.
Right? Yes. You have to come out at them. But we're done with it tonight. Andrew Holness, you said that you were going to have, right, oversight. Where is what call it, Nera? Where is Nera? He's a wicked piece of crap.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
He made $1 million donation to humanitarian aid organization Direct Relief to assist with expected recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa. Jamaica's request Direct Relief has prepared one.
Right. Ratty and Metin, but make sure you write it down, you know. All right.
100 field medic packs for deployment, each pack containing first aid and triage supplies for frontline responders. If you would like to help, we have a list of the South Florida organizations collecting donations.
All right. No, we don't done yet enough people. We said we not done yet.
Are the receipts the one I show you?
Only pay the next one. When we tell you the man is corrupt and wicked.
Diabolical, man. Diabolical.
We don't make it different. They say, trust me. We don't make sure say you put it in the judiciary now. It's just a matter of time. See that people.
F1 guys, F1.
MFA announced 2.5 million donation for Hurricane Melissa relief. People know why if you see them how wicked this Andrew Holness and the Jamaican people.
NFL owner announces 2.5 million donation for hurricane relief. I didn't even know about that. 2.5 million? Wow. So that's another 300, almost 400 million plus Jamaican dollars. I remember saying US that, you know. Every one US is 150 Jamaican. Oh, TikTok is now owned by a certain, yes, TikTok is now owned by a certain country, or at least have some shares in it. So I know, I don't doubt that those people that now own TikTok or is running TikTok, that is friends with these people right here on your screen, is monitoring my channel. No doubt in my mind. You're so right, Stepper. Absolutely correct. You see the attack that is being levied on the social media warriors them. Not just myself. Yeah. But people, you guys have the power in your hands still. Alright? Let me just tell you that. You guys have the power to shift that. Right? You guys have the power to shift that. You guys have the power to keep the videos in the algorithm. Always like the video. Always share the video. You feel what I say? Once you do that, there's not much them can do. You understand?
with the most powerful of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, still making havoc, and NFL owner is doing his part to help out those in need.
Wow.
You don't talk about only $10 million you pay.
Wow. Wow.
You only pay up $10 million.
Wow.
And we don't look for JPS. Right? Now we don't know how much money you take on the JPS to say 150 million US.
This is sick. This is sick.
People have money on the JPS.
This is sick.
And let me ask you a question. Who give Michael Leachin the bailout? Me say, who give Michael Leachin the bailout? He's a wicked. Hey, listen me. I don't want to use any form of colonial language tonight.
Mighty God.
They maintain the peace.
Them are definitely a disturbed peace, brother.
Of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season still raking up, and NFL owner is doing his part to help out those in need. Hurricane Melissa landfall in Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane, leaving countless people without power. Prime Minister Andrew Holness had no choice but to declare the country a disaster area on Tuesday. According to the National Hurricane Center, this storm made landfall right in Cuba this Wednesday as a Category 3 hurricane. In an effort to support those impacted by this storm, Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank announced that he is donating $2.5 million to Hurricane Melissa relief.
Hear that?
Blank is sending $1.5 million to World Central Kitchen and $1 million to Team Rubicon. Take it away.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay.
Now, let us look at this, Jamaican people. Walt Disney. Have we not done anything up here? Yes, have we not done it? The things that we not done. See it, watch out, people. Disney contribution.
Oh no.
$1 million for Hurricane Melissa relief. That's why we say technology.
No man. Disney did give you $1 million too. Lana, good morning. Saturday, me say me a call you, you know. And you not answer me, you know, text me back. You had me worried. I want to have them kidnap you. Eh? You're there. Be glad to see you alright. If me this year I would have pinch you, you see. If you did there beside me, I pinch you. How long me not see you, miss? I'm glad to see you still. Yeah, but you tell me say Disney did give you $1 million too. I never know that Disney gave us $1 million, Jamaica. Wow. Disney could have run one 5 million still. Disney could have run on 5 million still. Disney only no short staff with cash, you know. It could have run on 5 million, but the way of Jamaica go on, me wrong, you know. When I have to test the waters first to see if the money I go where it's supposed to go.
Is going to beat you. This is
mighty God.
Politics where you practice coming out, tell lies and spin and believe. This era of technology is going to reveal the corruption. This Disney contribute $1 million for Hurricane Melissa relief.
Wow.
The Walt Disney Company is committing $1 million to assist with critical relief and recovery efforts following the impact of Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. Take it away. My Jamaican people, honestly, I stopped the switch. So we don't talk about Canada. We don't talk about US. We don't talk about UK. Because at this point, we want to get the message as it relates to the high level of criminality.
Yes.
And Andrew Holness' deliberate action in being tardy in not providing
information
to an oversight committee to investigate. What happened to now? What happened to you? Andrew Holness. And that's why Mark Golding, let me make people understand now. That's why Mark Golding said, as a result of the volume of contribution coming in, he cannot agree as it relates to the parliamentarian who has the responsibility to the PAC and the PAAC to duplicate the process. Remember, I couldn't understand what is going on now.
Yes.
What Mark Golding wanted is an independent body that at the time and that specifically.
Yeah, focus.
To deal with that particular oversight. So they have time, they have leverage to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Andrew, put on them shenanigans in the parliament. Talking about, right, Mark Golding is, don't know what he want, the next thing he want this, and the next thing he want that. It is clear as it is what Mark Golding wants.
Yeah, it's not. The only person that was bewildered was Andrew Honest. After good morning, Patrick, my general, big up yourself. Where's there? Merdlin. What you say? One media girl from Jamaica owns stocks in YouTube. Who that? Who that? Good morning, Bolo. Me have the health minister file. Right it, Matthew. What you say? The Jamaican people have to get up and stand up for what they want. They believe if they choose Jamaica, when they can't take the pressure anymore, they could start doing what is right. Take it to the streets. Who else? Let me see what somebody else say here. So, Jamaica receives so much money that is in the west of Jamaica. No one should be outside. I'm telling you, no one should be living in the tent. Prime Minister of Jamaica, he is you, and you know what. Mighty God. Wow. Thank you guys for liking up the live on TikTok, man. Bless up yourself, prophecy. Boy, hey. them are go after, hey, them not easy enough.
Right? Mark Golding is saying, don't duplicate the process as it relates to parliamentarian. You want an independent situation out of parliament that have the time and the alacrity to deal with the squad.
TikTok, I'm going to end the live here and come back here. They might destroy my live. Because my live totally restricted. All of my numbers, them are go down. I restrict it and come back. So when I come, no, sir, this is not normal. Miss Minto said, what a disgusting evil man. Why the hell people won't stand up? Good question. Good question. Very good question. I have to start over my life, yeah? No, no, why TikTok I behave like this?
A donation that you can that you are getting. You think that you're smart. And as we said to Jamaica people, that what Andrew Honest is doing as it relates to his first and second administration. Because of the level of corruption and over $3 trillion unaccounted for, he's now trying to suppress. Right where he can suppress and try to patch where he can patch. He not going to work, Andrew Honest. He not going to work.
Not going to work.
We are investigating. Let me back and bring in the medical. Let him go.
Alright, so show us up. Let me soon come back to that. Education Ministry urged schools to allow jackets to provide warm beverages amid cold front. What I'm saying, what is wrong with these people in the schools? Them not have no emotional intelligence. Why want to stay like that? You have a cold front. Why would you want to stop the children from wearing a jacket? Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Isn't the children's health more important than whatever it is I try to maintain? You did call me? When you did call? No, man, me I talk about afterwards, man. Antonio, where I deal with. I am Melody, say good afternoon. Big up yourself. Hope all is well with you. I'm saying, why are they doing this to the children then? It don't make no sense. Really don't make no sense. Right? It says here that JMDA gives UHWI a ultimatum, right? So let me go to that article. So the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association has issued an ultimatum for the management of the University Hospital of the West Indies to take steps to resolve a number of long-standing issues. Failing this, the JMDA said it could not guarantee normal operations at the facility. In a letter February 4, 2026, Acting Chief Executive Officer Eric Hossin, a copy of which the Gleaner has seen. The JMDA set a February 11th deadline for the management of the hospital to meet with the association to discuss questionable practices relating doctors, compensation, staff inadequacies, and negative impact it is having on patients. Guys, on the sister Jamaica in a crisis? On the sister Jamaica is in crisis? The JMDA is giving the UHWI an ultimatum. This is going to shake up the entire facility, you know. Things are so bad. The Manchester boys, right? The Manchester boys have made things so bad that the doctors them have come out and said enough is enough. Wow. Let's continue. Want to watch February 11th to the hour, the 5th of February. All right. The JMDA warns. Hold on. Yes, the JMDA warned that if the UHWI fails to take immediate and meaningful steps to resolve the issue by the stated deadline, it would have no alternative but to advise its members. It said in such circumstances, normality cannot be guaranteed. Them are tell them without telling them, you know. They are telling them without telling them. This letter stated that the JMDA was extremely disappointed with the manner in which the hospital has continued to engage with the doctors of the association. According to the JMDA, since 2024, it has made numerous attempts to meaningfully engage the UHWI, address several concerns, including staff shortages, breaches of compensation arrangement, and serious patient safety concerns. Mighty God, are you guys hearing this? When the Gleaner contact Hossin yesterday for comment on the issue, he indicated that the hospital would respond to queries through its communication personnel. So this is serious now, guys. This one is not a normal one. This is one where you can't just brush over. The JMDA gives the UHWI an ultimatum. And here are the key issues them that them have the ultimatum about, right? The key issues are: 1, questionable practices relating doctors' compensation, staff inadequacies, and a negative impact it is having on patients, right? And February 11th is the deadline. February 11th is the deadline, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get a background because I keep that back. Flag me again on TikTok, you know. I don't know what I do, but them a flag me again. Yeah? Yeah, man. So F1 up a thing for me there and share up the live. Share up the live, them people. Share up the live. Jesus. I'm tired of them people there, brother. Just sure. Them really just disgusting. Them disgusting bad. Anyway. So that's the first article we have to highlight to show you how much Jamaica they now want a serious crisis. Let's see if we can find the other article. Well, I'm gonna find the other article. Green maintains he had no intentions of taking further steps after sending an anonymous letter about fatal shooting at Indicom. Yo, me say him in a one piece of hot water in a court. No, sir. Accused, no, I'm not going to say red tape, gridlock, Owners warns reform for Jamaica excessive bureaucracy, essential for faster national development. NCB financial shift scheme and banking unit to Bermuda. No, I don't want to see that. Oh, this now. This one is very important. the IC, Integrity Commission. This is, I want to get this one read on my computer. If not, I'm gonna do it myself. Well, let me try and get it on the computer, guys. Un momento, por favor. Alright, I think this is it. Next, next, and next. Ah, there it is. See if we can get it to read aloud. Good afternoon, Bolo, everyone on the platform. I am redeemed. Good afternoon. How are you? All right. Look like we're good. Look like we're good, guys.
The Integrity Commission, IC, says it has developed and implemented a monitoring framework aimed at strengthening oversight of government procurement related to Hurricane Melissa recovery efforts.
Now, in the article that is being read now, ladies and gentlemen, the title is this. It says on the picture, IC implements monitoring framework for Hurricane Melissa recovery spending, right? Let's continue.
Efforts. The framework is designed to monitor the award and implementation of hurricane-related contracts, conduct post-contract audits under emergency procurement arrangements, and assess the use of public, donor, and relief resources during the recovery period, according to a statement issued on Wednesday.
So, let me ask the government of Jamaica, when IC come out with them report, what we not gonna do? We not gonna reject the report? Because we see a trend, you know. We see a trend with the Jamaica Labour Party. Anytime the bodies them that is, you know, they are the ones that are, how should I put it? They are charged with holding them accountable and having these reports come out. What we see, because in the case of what the guy name? Daryl Vaz came out and rejected the Auditor General claims. And remember, thank you so much, Prophecy. And remember that, you know, Andrew Wallace did the same thing in previous history, not too long ago, when the Auditor General report came out. Right? So there's a pattern with this government. Let's continue.
It said that the framework focuses on the government's immediate and short-term recovery spending, particularly in circumstances where procurement rules were relaxed to facilitate urgent response, restoration, and reconstruction. Through this process, the Commission will identify potential red flags, assess risk areas, and evaluate the effectiveness of emergency procurement measures. Where breaches or irregularities are detected, the Commission will investigate to determine the appropriate course of action and, where necessary, make recommendations to strengthen accountability and the management of public funds during national disasters, the statement said.
No, this is my problem. My problem with the system, guys, is that these bodies don't have enough power. Because if you make recommendations to a corrupt government and they don't implement the recommendations, what is going to happen? All we have is that we have on record that recommendations were made and they were not followed, and the problem persists. And we're seeing a lot of that. We're absolutely seeing a lot of that. But this is my thing, though. When are the people of Jamaica going to demand more? When are the people of Jamaica going to demand real change? When are the people of Jamaica is going to call a spade a spade? We dropped the ball on September 3rd. We want to sell out. We want to do all type of things. Big up Miss Naranda Wellington. God bless her. Right? But, you know, why? I tell you. It's really, really bad.
To support effective monitoring, the IC says all procuring entities are required to tag hurricane-related procurement activities as Hurricane Melissa recovery, ensuring transactions are clearly identifiable and traceable. Headlines delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the Gleaner's morning and evening newsletters. The initiative follows Hurricane Melissa, which struck Jamaica in October 2025, and the Commission's November 3rd, 2025 advisory, which signaled its intention to deploy monitoring and investigative resources to address acts of corruption or impropriety linked to hurricane relief efforts. The Commission is encouraging procuring entities, public officers, and members of the public to report any suspected irregularities or acts of corruption related to Hurricane Melissa recovery procurement activities. Follow the Gleaner on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner, and on Facebook at...
So, the Commission is encouraging procuring entities, public officers, and members of the public to report any suspected irregularities or act of corruption relating to Hurricane Melissa. So, when you hear that, if you guys in the public, no Bolo. Minta Marley, Lord have mercy. No, man. You know, easy, you know. But hashtag stop thief. That's what I will say. You know. So the public has a responsibility. Public officers has a responsibility. And also, public officers, members of the public. All of us are being charged. If you see these irregularities, you report them to the IC. All right, there's an anonymous line, ladies and gentlemen. Report. Okay? Good. Let's continue. Next article. All right, so Auditor General, 121 of 200 Starlink devices unused several weeks after acquisition. Now you tell me. Let me go another article here. Daryl Vaz, look at going on the article. I hear this.
General Pamela Monroe Ellis is reporting that of the 200 Starlink devices delivered to the Office of the Commissioner of Police, only 120 were distributed to 17 entities.
My God.
While the remaining 80 were on site and not in use on January 6, 2026, when a site inspection was done. In a compliance audit tabled in Parliament yesterday, the Auditor General said information identifying the intended recipient entities for the 80 undistributed devices was not provided to her department. She said the devices were not recorded in the inventory of the Office of the Commissioner of Police. The government's comprehensive asset management policy...
No, we can't just pass that, you know. The Auditor General said the devices were not recorded in the inventory of the Office of the Commissioner of Police. Commissioner of Police is not trouble, you know. The Commissioner of Police is in trouble. How do you explain, outside of a legal nightmare, how do you explain having these property of the Jamaican people? The Starlink, them are our property. How do you explain, one, having them in your office? And more importantly, how you explain having them in your office and it's not in your inventory? How you explain that? People not hear this? Not my word. May I play that again? May I start over article?
2020 mandates that all government...
We have start over article.
NA compliance audit tabled in Parliament yesterday. The Auditor General said information identifying the intended recipient entities for the 80 undistributed devices was not provided to her department. She said the devices were not recorded in the inventory of the Office of the Commissioner of Police.
So you have 80 devices that are there not being used. Now, I have one question to ask. Are those devices part of the 120 device, the 200 devices that Daryl Vaz procure? Or are those 80 devices, the Starlinks, are they a part of the 700 that already came here? Casilda, how you doing? I'm asking because it's important to know. Which is it? Mighty God.
Police. The government's Comprehensive Asset Management Policy, 2020, mandates that all government assets should be promptly recorded in asset registers, allocated appropriately, and properly managed.
All right, so the government's Comprehensive Asset Management Policy mandates, that means it's mandatory, that all government assets should be promptly recorded in asset registry, allocated appropriately and properly managed. Now, question again, how long did the devices, the Starlink, the 80 of them, right, according to the Auditor General, how long were they in the office of the Commissioner of Police? How long were they in the office of the Commissioner of Police, ladies and gentlemen? That is the question. How long were they there? Huh? How long were they there? Because they said it's supposed to be recorded promptly, you know. So, we have 80 of them not being used. You're telling me that those 80 couldn't be benefiting some people in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, St. James, Hanover that have a lack of connectivity? You're telling me that those are just sitting there while those people could be down there using the internet, because you know so people make money off of the internet. Them could have done on TikTok I beg one lion and get one lion from somebody and make the people them know so see there, me homeless. Right? Alright now me I beg one lion if somebody want to send me one on TikTok. Me never get a lion yet, me I beg a lion. Not true? No look a joke about it, man. But for the people that are in the area that are suffering, right, and don't have any home, I am saying, wouldn't it be more prudent to have those devices not locked away in an office of the commissioner that is not documented in the inventory, which is supposed to be documented? I don't know what is the consequence of that, although it's mandated. Is there any law that would have some type of illegal ruling where it will cause any consequence like a fine or something or prison time? I don't know. I don't know. I would like to know. Marley, a TikTok me a talk about. Even if they on TikTok, and I don't know what I mean by lion. You know, so on TikTok, them give gifts. And apparently, lion is like the ultimate or one of the big gifts them. I don't know why. I have no idea, but I always hear people that talk about lion. So me ask about lion. But I don't know if you want to come over to TikTok and give me a lion, Marley. My TikTok is Bolo V&R. Let's continue. No, this is serious though. Listen to this.
Attempts were made by the Auditor General to verify the utilization of the 120 devices issued to the 17 entities. However, she said only 13 of the 17 entities provided information relating to 86 devices.
All right. So you have 120 devices, and the Auditor General is auditing. So she wants to know where are these devices? Let's confirm the usage of them. Only 86 could be confirmed out of the 120. So that leaves a whopping of 34 devices that is now still in the wind. You understand? In the wind, ladies and gentlemen. And that does not include the 80 were left undistributed that was not properly documented. I just want us to remember the 80 that's not properly documented. Alright? The 120 out of the 200. Listening here, you have an understanding of 120 out of 200. Remember the article said? 120 out of 200 Starlink devices unused. 121 of 200 Starlink devices unused several weeks after acquisition. Zane? Alright. So we have 34 out of the 120 where them cannot verify the utilization of them. So when you add that 34 plus the 80 we slung in at the office of the commissioner, that is 124. 114. Sorry. That's 114. It appears. It seems. Wow. This is interesting, guys. Let's continue.
Headlines.
Come true.
Audit verification conducted at 8 of these entities revealed that all 41 devices issued to them were unused and kept in storage. Additionally, the auditor...
Whoa. Audit verification conducted on 8 of these entities. 8 of them. So 8 out of 17. So hold on. She said 13 of the 17 entities provided information, right? Relating to 86. So that out of the 17 that left 4. But then so 4 entities never provided information. And then it goes on to say that so audit verification conducted that 8 of these entities, that is 8 of the 13 entities were confirmed. Wagwan Michaelos, 8 of the 13 entities confirmed that of the Starlink. Right? I want to follow you now. 8 of the 13 entities were confirmed of the Starlink. All 41 of them was unused. People who know so the man them have the Starlink them pile up in a police station and not use. The man them have the Starlink them pile up in a the police station them and not use. This is one party shop government. You tell me say Starlink them couldn't be used elsewhere for help people them to get proper connectivity. Mighty God of Daniel. And listen to Dirty Daryl Vaz. And me can't filter right now. Them people are nasty, man. These people are nasty. Listen to Daryl Vaz, ladies and gentlemen. When he was asked about the actual situation with the stuff them. Hear this face to blows and skirt, man. But how he would do it the same way and one bag of crap and there was no breach and one bag of shit. Eh? No, that's why I'm not doing anything in the morning because I'm not supposed to wake up and under them vibes, you know. But may I tell you, so the situation is so... Where you say it is valued, what? $400? Mighty God. Mighty God. A lion is valued $400? Me never know that. Sorry, TikTok. I'm not asking a lion again because I'm not giving nobody no money for put on. Listen to this.
There was no breaches of the procurement guidelines, and the documentation that I have released shows that clearly. And secondly, if it is that my timely, effective action as Minister of Telecommunications and co-chair of the Cabinet Subcommittee for the Melissa recovery was beneficial by getting help to those affected persons, whether saving a life, getting food to them, whatever it is, I make no apology.
So what that have to do with the Starlink now? We're getting 40 people have to do with the Starlink now. What that have to do with the Starlink now? Isn't there about connectivity? What have to do? I don't understand them people here.
However, as a matter of fact, I go further. In circumstances such as these, if I had to do it again, I would do it again. In response to the opposition statement, I simply say to Philip Powell, the leader of the opposition, all members of parliament in the affected areas.
You wanna treat me like a criminal? What have I done to you? Why you wanna come to my funeral? Rough edge, what you deal with? What have I done to you? Why you wanna treat me like a criminal? I really don't know what's happening with this live streaming, you know. It come like a topic them when me I talk about I hit too hard. Why them keep messing with my life, man? Why them keep messing with my life? Come in back, people. Come in back. I'm gonna start my live again on TikTok. I'm gonna see if them go block it again. I'm gonna start my live again. I'm start my live again. I'm start my live again. I'm start my live again. Let's start over. Let's start over. Let me start over, yeah. Come in back, people. Come in back on YouTube. Come in back. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in pan TikTok. Come in. Come in. Yeah, man. Come in back, man. Come in back. Come in back, TikTok. Come in back. Come in back. Come in back. Come in back, YouTube. Come in back. As you come in, say hi. Activate up the something there, guys. Activate up the something. Obi say, time for this unethical man to leave our government. He always involved in questionable business and actions. Where are the balance of the big old buses? Where are the police pickup trucks and fertilizers? Talk up the truth now, OB. Talk up the truth now, man. Eh? Talk up the truth, man. Let the truth set us free. Talk up the truth. See him where so. See him where so. I don't know why this picture not popping up, you know. A while ago it was popping up, but now it's not popping up. This a picture now pop up now. This one here pop up. John C, what's up? Blessings, blessings, blessings. Let us continue with the Auditor General article here. So just to recap, 8 entities out of 17 that the Auditor General checked to verify utilization. 8 of them revealed that 41 devices collectively was unused. That means they are not benefiting anybody. Them still gonna take up dust and cobweb. You hear me say? Them sit down and taking up dust and cobweb. Ladies and gentlemen, don't we have some schools that need Starlink? No, hold on there. As a matter of fact, don't we have some schools that need Starlink? Am I tripping? YouTube, don't go nowhere. Give me 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. 30 seconds. Again, because thank you for the follow on TikTok. Thank you. Feel like I'm going to end my TikTok live, you know, because there's a clear effort to stop my TikTok from being great. You can't see it. You can't see it.
Sets. The audit verification conducted at 8 of these entities revealed that all 41 devices issued to them were unused and kept in storage. Additionally, the Auditor General said 5 entities did not record the Starlink devices in their asset inventories, raising concerns regarding accountability and safeguarding of government-owned assets. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, reported that 1 Starlink device was allocated to the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. However, when contacted by the Auditor General's department, the ministry indicated in correspondence dated January 14, 2026, that it did not receive a device.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, ball out, Jamaica, ball out. So you're telling me that the Constabulary Force, the JCF, the force that we are supposed to trust, you're telling me that they told the Auditor General that a Starlink was allocated to the Ministry of Finance. And when contacted by the Auditor General to verify this, correspondence dating January 14, 2026, they said they did not receive it. No, man. No, man. No, man. Jamaica, one of us said it's a real skullduggery and criminality are going in our country. High levels of criminality too. Not even low level. High level. You don't think I could get up people them alone? A criminal? Huh? You don't think that they get up people them alone a criminal? Are involved in a criminality? You don't make a sad mistake. You can't take that off on the brain. Right? And stop profile people. You see me I deal with? Because them people are in a suit and tie. Look like them my biggest criminal them in a Jamaica. Karen, what's up, my darling? You hear what I said? Them people are coming like them are the biggest criminal. How is it possible the JCF tell the Auditor General said them send Starlink? You see why everything needs to be documented, ladies and gentlemen? You see why we cannot take them word? You see why we can't take them word? You see why we can't trust none of them? Whether the police force or not? These are the reasons why. Right? Them are human beings. They are human beings. And when you look at a situation where what him name? What this guy name? Dennis Chung. They are the FID. Dennis Chung wants us to believe that he is not involved in the Prime Minister's case and him not look for no document and him not sign nothing. Him not have nothing to do with it. Remember just frankly tell Dennis Chung say, we're born big, but there's a but. We never born so big that was a fool here. Yeah man. You can't keep that the argument there to yourself because nobody now buy that. That now selling at this a shop here. You could have deal. No report to come out. As a matter of fact, even if Andrew Jones is found guilty in some capacity where the FID is concerned, if there is, me still not trust it. I'm not going to tell you why me not trust it. Because then can play down the guilt. With a Dennis Chung, they can play down the guilt. Finna make you look bad. So I don't trust nothing coming out of the FID. Because then, this is me personally. I'm not telling nobody else what to think. Right? But I cannot trust the FID with a Dennis Chung head in it. No. Sorry. No, it's not going to work. I'm not sorry that me not trust Dennis Chung. Him come out and say him no see nothing wrong with Andrew 28 bank account. Yeah, you see what I did there? Big up Panaja TV. You hear that? Let's continue.
Monroe Ellis said that in a January 25th, 2026 response to her department's query, the JCF stated, "Please be advised that the device in question was collected by, name redacted, a sergeant of police. He is assigned to, name redacted, as a close protection officer and collected the device on her behalf. Please also note that her name was referenced on the distribution form in the field distributed to location." The Auditor General said the JCF
Wait. So January 14th, them say, no, we not get anything that are the finance ministry. Then the JCF say, please be advised that the device in question was collected by such person, a sergeant of police. So hold on. The sergeant of police have got answer about with Starlink, you know. The sergeant of police is going to have to answer for with Starlink. Right? He is assigned to such and such as a close protection officer. So he's a he. No, him have got, no. No, him have got answer to his, about with Starlink. Because if he delivered, if that sergeant delivered the Starlink to the finance ministry, he have to have some type of signature to prove that and some type of documentation. The finance ministry is saying them don't get no Starlink. You not hear this, Jamaica? No, no man, it's not a her. The sergeant of police is a him. Because he say he is assigned to name redacted as close protection officer and collected the device on her behalf. Please also note that her name was referenced on the distribution form in the field distribution note. Oh, it's a her. So why them I say he? Them confuse me. No, hold on. The device in question was collected by such and such a sergeant of police. He is assigned to name redacted as a close protection officer. So this officer is assigned to somebody that is a close protection officer. Who is that somebody? Is that a politician? And collected the device on her behalf. Who is her? Are they talking about Favor Williams? Hold on there. Wait. Go back. Go back. The finance ministry of Favor Williams. So, almost Favor Williams I'm talking about, yes, sir. So, the person that collected, according to JCF, the person that collected the Starlink is a sergeant of police. That sergeant of police, right, is assigned as a close protection officer and collected the device on her behalf. So they're saying, what I'm reading from this, my general, fireball, I like the say you fix. I like the say you fix. Yeah, they like the pan. You're JPS, right? You're JPS, right? Okay, it's alright. So may I say, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Are they saying that the protection officer is a close protection officer for Favor Williams? And Favor Williams, he collected the device on behalf of her. Who is her? Who is her in the finance ministry? This article was released when? February 4th, yesterday. Yesterday the article I released, ladies and gentlemen. So this is up to date. Today Oh, you want to go up on the post? You can't access it from there, so. You can't access it from around there, so. You can't pass this and go around. You can't pass this and go around. Hold on the people, hold on. So you don't have no cutting tool. You don't have no cutting tool, you can chop it and go around it. Hold on them people. Sorry about that, my people. Sorry about that. Good day, good day, good day. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to make sure I put that on mute. Let's continue. This is very, very serious right here. Mighty God. I want to know who is her. Who is her in the Ministry of Finance? Who is her? Serious.
Respond to a request to present
a serious time.
The Auditor General said the JCF was. The Auditor General said the JCF was yet to respond to a request to present the authority from Daryl Vaz, Minister of Energy, Telecommunications and Transport, or the Office of Disaster Preparedness, giving the go-ahead for the distribution of Starlink device in question. Edmund.campbell@gleanergym.com. Starlink red flag. Sex to rule on plea as Silvera.
So the Auditor General said the JCF was yet to respond to her request to present the authority from Daryl Vaz. What? To request the present. What? To request the present. No, hold on there, wait. The Auditor General said the JCF, hold on a moment, the JCF was yet to respond to her request to present the authority from Daryl Vaz. Oh, what authority Daryl Vaz have? Minister of Energy Telecommunications or the Office of Disaster Preparedness giving the go-ahead for distribution of Starlink devices in question. So she request the authority. Mighty God. Hold on there, guys. I love my people, them smart say be careful so they not come for put in monitoring devices. I love my people, me man. Hey, when I think hard enough, man, hey, when you know normal, you know? Yeah, when I think deep. When I think deep, people. When I think deep. No, mommy, nobody will be there on the live, man. This is Digicel, Digicel that. That is not Flow, that is Digicel. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, man, no dog. The dog time, man. No worry, sir. The dog in a barn, no worry. You don't know what I fret about the dog right now. When you say glue, one by one, they'll be going to jail. So I'm going to move on to the next article because I tell you, say, and I say it's stopping, ladies and gentlemen. And I say it stop. You understand? And I say it stop. It's serious. It's serious, bad. So, what have we read so far? The JMDA, that are the doctor them, has given the UHWI a ultimatum. Right? The Auditor General is questioning the Starlink put on in a police station now use. Zin, and that go on in, ladies and gentlemen. Wally pa Starlink put on in a police station and now use. What is the actual excuses they are going to bring to us to say, alright, this is careful, you know, watch them flowers there. This is the reason why them actually have the Starlink them put. What could be a good reason why the man them have how much whole per Starlink put on and now use? Make it make sense. Plus them not even document them in a inventory. according to the Auditor General at the time. I don't know if that has changed, but at the time when the Auditor General put out the report, right? Now, I'm going to get to our next article. Let me go to the next article. Yesterday at 10:30 a.m. Let me see this. This is the hour today. Let me see which other article I did and perused and looked at the evidence. Let me see. So you have, I think I did 3 of them already. I have another one that I didn't do yet. Come on for this now, man. Alright, see it now. Boy, mommy Andre have some oxtail and bean here. Right now, this dog going good. You should have done a few area. Could have ordered from him. You know, people, Andre kitchen and all that. It done go on good. Nah, lie, my son dish to me have to say, what? I never know to them. Yo, him man has some style there, man. It bad. Alright, so hundreds of students still learning in borrowed space. Oh! I that the article them not gone to yet. Hold on there. Because we have it, the kids them is important, you know, ladies and gentlemen. We have to make sure say the youth them good enough. See? But just I show you the crisis we have in all like different ministries them of government. Crazy amount of crisis, brother. Crazy amount of crisis in this government. Let me see what you say. Hundreds of students still learning in borrowed spaces. So them say them open up the school them, but the big part of it is the population. Them not open up the people them from making sure so them have a house over their head. How picnic go to school, Jamaica? How children are gonna go to school if they don't have a home? Them not have a roof over them head. Them and them parents literally is sleeping under a tarpaulin somewhere. How that work? How one picnic where, you know, hungry, can't find food to eat, obviously, if then they're not at the position there. Right? They're going to have those types of challenges. How are those children going to go to school? Some of them don't even have clothes. That's why I tell people, say, no, the government are work backward in a bridging. The first thing that the man them supposed to do, is to actually get the people them back on their feet. Right? Get the people them back on their feet, guys. In terms of getting a roof or something stable over them head. That's the very first thing the man them supposed to do. Right? Or simultaneously do that and get the school them back up and running. Yeah. Because, remember in a COVID it was a different challenge, you know. Right? The internet. And that's our next thing too. With the Starlink. Back to the Starlink them. No, you know say them people are need for go to prison. Them people are need for go to prison in a real life. Brother, all the man if you have the Starlink them put on and the student they need the Starlink them. School need the Starlink them to resume some type of normalcy. No? Normalcy. Why am I not seeing this article? Here it is. Oh, this article was February 2nd. You know, I never looked at this article. Them no business. Serena fall now. Them not tell you. Carlene, pick up yourself, my baby. What's up? Look like somebody me know. Oh, a different Carlene is. Pick up yourself, though. Eh? What kind of foolishness is that? Me hear them a boast about school come back and school them not even up and running. You know, see all the JTA president have come out and I show no the details to the thing. So the thing even like oh them make it sound. It's not that. That is not it. It not up and running like that, people. Big man thing. I don't know why this thing now come up, you know. But it's like I said though. We are in a pickle. Hold on. Yes, Auditor General finds widespread breaches. Let's hear this one.
Andrew Holness administration has been found wanting in its Hurricane Melissa Relief Initiative by the Auditor General's Department, OGD, which has uncovered widespread breaches in governance and procurement activities.
Wow.
In addition, the ODG has flagged the procurement and distribution of 200 Starlink devices, valuing $12.12 million, many of which remain in storage even long after the Category 5 hurricane passage on October 28th last year. The audit of Hurricane Melissa relief was undertaken to determine whether activities were executed with due regard to transparency and accountability, with the findings released in a 28-page report, which was tabled in Parliament yesterday. The audit focused on the oversight responsibilities of the National Disaster Fund Committee, NDFC, procurement activities from the National Disaster Fund, acquisition and distribution of Starlink devices, and inventory and stores management. The findings are intended to support continuous improvement in disaster response management while enhancing accountability and safeguarding public funds. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis, in her executive summary of the report, explains that the audit sought to examine whether ODPEM, Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, effectively ensured the transparency and accountability of resources received and utilized under the Hurricane Melissa Relief Initiative. In addition, the audit evaluated the adequacy of internal control systems designed to prevent and detect potential fraud, waste, and abuse of public resources during disaster response and recovery activities. She further explains that this latest report is the second in a series of audit reports intended to evaluate multiple aspects of the Hurricane Melissa Relief Initiative, specifically the oversight responsibilities of the NDFC, procurement activities from the National Disaster Fund, NDF, inventory and stores management. The audit sought to examine whether ODPEM effectively ensured the transparency and accountability of resources received and utilized under the relief initiative and evaluated the adequacy of internal control systems designed to prevent and detect potential fraud, waste, and abuse of public resources during disaster response and recovery activities. Key findings. 1. The NDFC did not effectively oversee the management of the National Disaster Fund. The committee, mandated to provide policy oversight, general administration, and effective management of the NDF, convened only twice during its tenure, with the last meeting held in June 2022. The committee was appointed in September 2020, and its term expired in September 2023. However, as of December 2025, there was no evidence of any new appointments, indicating non-compliance with the requirements of the Disaster Risk Management, PR.
People now hear this. Everywhere we turn Makajukwe. So the NDFC did not effectively oversee the management of the National Disaster Fund. Jamaica, you see loophole them when the man them have for potential thieving and skullduggery. You see the loophole them. The committee mandated to provide policy oversight, general administration and effective management of the National Disaster Fund. Convened only twice during its tenure. Mighty God. Twice! The last meeting held June 2022. The committee was appointed in September 2020. And its term expires September. Its term expired in September 2023. However, as at December 2025, there was no evidence of any new appointments, indicating no compliance with the requirement of the Disaster Risk Management Act. No compliance. With the requirement of the Disaster Risk Management Act up till December 2025. Come on, man. People, this is laying the framework for the man them thief up the money them. That's all this is. What is all of this mismanagement in these entities? That is so important. The Disaster Risk Management Act, governs the disaster, the National Disaster Fund, Jesus. Father God, we need help. You think I get out of hand right now? You think far out of hand right now? These are some real crises in Jamaica. Right? There's no new appointments. So them just left the board. No new appointment. Hey, but tell us, the man then come online and the man then make some claim and the man then talk like say. The man go, no, listen to me. Guys, remember, Andrew Honest, go on CNN, October 28, 2025, and tell the people them say, we have a strong and credible preparation and recovery strategy. And we are going to use that to reach the people immediately after the storm has passed. Now, if the bodies that is responsible for the National Disaster Fund in a disaster does not have anybody appointed to the committee, how in God's green earth are you going to effectively reach people immediately after the storm when a key oversight body doesn't have appointment up until December 2025? Somebody make sense to me. Where is the checks and balances? We found that the national disaster. Remember when we can't listen to this. Listen to this, people. This is so disturbing. Me head start hurting like last. No, man. Then if you stop it, it not play now. It must not play. Read aloud. See shift alto. Okay. Eat a second there. You done already? Oh, that's good. Let me just refresh the page, yeah. All the computer frees up to all the computer. The love of money is the root of all evil, not true? Damn man, where you deal with? Briscoe in that place, big up. Love for money more than people. If riches increase, set not your heart upon it. There is a God. He shall judge the rich and the poor accordingly. Man, why am I tell you? People wanna watch Mr. Lonesome recently? Hey. Mr. Lonesome drop on bombshell to blouse and skirt. I'm if you telling about it. If you don't know watch it. I'm gonna put out a video this evening. I have that pan record. Can't work. And put my little commentary upon it and some other things way in the prophetic oil lineup. You know them way. They don't know me do my thing already, not sure. But this is insane. He said, we found that the National Disaster Fund Guidelines document, which is intended to support no, me can't just read it. For some reason it's acting up. So Saturday, I have a question to ask. Who remember when Andrew Honest came into Parliament? I don't know. I don't remember if is it Parliament. And he said that there was some gaps. There was some gaps in the ODPEM. Isn't one of the gaps that the National Disaster Fund does not have a committee? So he would put them in his office. He put them in his office to strengthen it. Now, I am asking, why hasn't it been strengthened since then? Yeah, I'm saying I'm asking a question, right? Or you never hear this apart. So, there is no committee for the National Disaster Fund. The committee is needed. It says Section 40 of the DRM Act requires the Financial Secretary to approve withdrawals from the National Disaster Fund after consulting the NDFC. That is the National Disaster Fund Committee. So, what I'm understanding is that there is a process. The secretary, the financial secretary, right, cannot approve money without consulting the National Disaster Fund Committee. Presently, there is no committee. So now, all the powers lie in the financial secretary. You understand? Now, the National Disaster Fund Committee is there to create oversight. Oh, you see the plan? Yeah, man. They are there to create oversight. But there's no committee. So there's no oversight. And so now, the secretary, the financial secretary can just do and approve what they want to approve. There's no proper checks and balances, ladies and gentlemen. A whole heap of gaps there for skullduggery. It goes on to say, at the time, the Director General of ODPEM requested $350 million for the hurricane relief efforts. No committee had been appointed. And the Financial Secretary subsequently approved the withdrawal. Extreme Beauty, what's up? Look like TikTok get back its wings, you know. See people start coming and them now flag me. No, people, you have to read the article, you know, and understand how the government and these entities work, you know. Because this appears to be skullduggery right under our nose. The proper checks and balances that is supposed to be there and the proper oversight is not there. This is very alarming. Let's continue. Let's continue.
DF. The Director General of ODPEM submitted the withdrawal request acting in the capacity of Secretary to the National Disaster Risk Management Council to support critical relief activities, including food distribution, municipal supplies, and National Emergency Operations Center, NEOC, operations following the passage of Hurricane Melissa on October 28, 2025. The Director General of ODPEM, in a letter to the Financial Secretary, dated October 28, 2025, stated that the ODPEM had identified areas of intervention through coordination with local authorities and other stakeholders during pre- and post-disaster planning. In January 2026, ODPEM reported that consultations had occurred through operational meetings of the NEC and verbal engagements with the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, MLGCD. ODPEM, despite our request, has not provided meeting minutes or documentary evidence to support its representation that consultation was held with local authorities and key stakeholders.
You guys see why Mark Golden was so on point when he requested that there was an independent body to do oversight of the monies. People, a whole heap of way them can thief the money them. Whole heap of way them can hustle the money them and the things them were there. All of the aid. Whole heap of way. The potential of criminality is very, very high, ladies and gentlemen. Mighty God. Wow.
Stakeholders. 3. ODPEM did not publish the awarded emergency contracts on the Government of Jamaica Electronic Procurement, GOJEP, platform within the mandated 1-month period, as required by the Public Procurement Amendment Act 2025. Our review of ODPEM's contract documentation for Hurricane Melissa relief activities identified 25 procurements valued at $85.6 million as at December 17, 2025. From this population, we sampled 10 contracts totaling $81 million and found that 9 of the 10, totaling $67 million, were supported by the required eligibility documents and had received the appropriate approval from the head of the entity. ODPEM applied the emergency procurement methodology, and the documented justifications complied with the Procurement Act and its accompanying regulations. The details of the contracts were not published on the GOJEP platform. Our report to ODPEM regarding the absence of publication on the GOJEP platform, as at January 21st, 2026, 6 out of have since been published.
All right. So they've never published them on time. 9 out of 10 of them are the proper documentation. The details of the contract, however, we don't know. We still want to look at them contract, you know, who get them contract there. Remember when Mark G said, when him going to St. Elizabeth, him see MP on the street, that's not an MP of St. Elizabeth. And when him asks a truck contract for the truck them to move the garbage them, yeah, big bucks.
Published. Concerns with Starlink devices procurement. 4. We noted that the procurement of 200 Starlink devices, valuing $12.12 million, was initiated by way of a ministerial instruction and not by the ODPEM's Director General, contravening the Public Procurement Act 2015, which assigns direct responsibility for all procurement activities to the head of the procuring entity. Our review of correspondence revealed that the procurement activity was initiated by a letter from the Minister of Energy, Transport and Telecommunications in 13th, 2025, to the attention of the Director General for payment to be made by ODPEM for the 200 devices to supplier number 1.
However, only the head of the entity is legally empowered to initiate procurement, and there is no provision under the Public Procurement Act that allows the minister to approve or initiate commitments, to select suppliers or vendors, or to give any directive to ODPEM as to which supplier to pay. The Starlink devices were bought using funds from the $350 million withdrawal requested by the Financial Secretary, but they were not listed among the items that supported this request. 5. The Starlink devices were delivered to the Office of the Commissioner of Police on November 14, 2025. However, it was noted that the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, began preparing the required procurement documentation, Internal Emergency Procurement Requisition Form, on November 19, 2025, 5 days subsequent to delivery. The requisition form, which documents the procurement request, approvals, justification for emergency procurement, supplier selection, and risk assessment, was created retrospectively to formalize the process.
So, the man them do the system is working back way under the JLP. On November 14th, devices were delivered. On November 19th, procurement documents are being filed. Is the same thing at my UHWI? This is the same thing that happened at the UHWI. The man them get the things them after they done buy them from the contractor, and then them a put procurement after the something them delivered. Them a put procurement documents together. What can go so? No man. And then up here so now, only the head of the entity is legally empowered to initiate procurement. So there was a letter from Daryl. So basically, when I hear me guys, having some challenges today. So the 350 million that they approved, I want to understand enough. The 350 million that they approved from the National Disaster, according to this and the report from the Auditor General, the 200 Starlink them never in a it. When you get Jamaica, the 2 are dial bars have to come down. This a government hey. Terrible one nasty government, this is mighty God. And then to make matters worse, based off of this, it appears Daryl Vaz just use film strength and muscle to push where him a push. Because it never did in the listing for the 350 million where it go use for. And then when the devices reach a 5 day after procurement I do, Jamaica, what that look like? That don't look like somebody at hustle. That don't look like somebody at hustle, Jamaica. Talk the truth. Talk the truth to God love. How does that appear to you, Jamaica? Basically, this is it. I go tie it up in our bow and make you understand easy. If you don't understand. My mother give me $5,000 and send me to a shop and tell me what list of items I'm going to buy. Zine, my brother or my auntie I will tell me different directive. Say, don't buy that, buy this. Zine, no, me no. Ignore the directive of my mother. Scratch off something on the list. Don't buy it and buy what them say me for buy. That is exactly how this look. So now, I'm going to take it even further. Because I don't want my mother catch me. I write a new list. I have documentation as if that is what originally I was going to buy or watch tell me to buy. Now, my mother now come look on the list and say, but this a list and the list so you show me. Because I never know say my mother have a list. An original list with the list of the list that she gave me, you know. So when my mother compared the two lists, then my mother said, but hold on, Me never send them to buy no Starlink. Me send them to buy them other thing with the 350 million. You not get it? You don't understand? Am I breaking it down to the smallest particle? Thank you very much, Sassy. Them people are skullduggery people. Them people are, this is high level of corruption. How is it possible for me tell you what to buy, give you a directive, and then you take up you when you have no authority? Right? I go say, give directive to ADPEM. No wonder them put in that the man there. Because him is a yes man. Him is a yes man. Because if the real person who did have the job, want to go and learn now. The real, not the one on YouTube, the one on TikTok. If the real person will have the job, will understand the DM. What you say? Yeah, thank you.
DPEM head Dr. Barbara
Me,
Carby.
you did say to me. You did say to me. Why don't always I do this when me live, man? Jeez, I am live.
Isn't staying silent. She's calling this move exactly what it is. A slippery slope. She's outraged, warning that placing ODPEM under direct political control undermines its independence and could lead to disaster responses being dictated by power, not by protocol. And here's the real issue. With ODPEM under the Prime Minister's office, Andrew Holness would have direct influence over how disaster funds and donations are distributed. That means he could control not only the operations, but also the money. The same donations sent by Jamaicans at home and abroad to help victims in times of crisis. That level of control invites suspicion and destroys trust. Dr. Carby has been warning about this for years. Back in 2016, she told the Gleaner that ODPEM was being sidelined by politicians during hurricane preparations. She said politicians were trying to outshine the agency instead of empowering it to lead. Now in 2022...
Does that sound familiar? They might try to destroy the IC. They might try to destroy the Auditor General. Now him take up, Andrew Holness take up ODPEM in his office. And him claim to say him see gaps. And that the clip they may try to find when he talk about him see gaps. Right?
Because once detected, not is just another power grab. Leave your comments below.
It's called Disaster Fund, all one word, .opm.gov.jm. So this is part of creating this coordinated platform. Let me repeat that. It's the Disaster Fund website, disasterfund.opm.gov.jm. This website will serve as our centralized source of information and statistics on the impact of Hurricane Beryl, as well as a single source to accept donations from persons who want to support the national relief effort.
Data from Hurricane Beryl. Wow.
From the initial shock of Hurricane Melissa, the government's response is being guided by a clear, structured, and disciplined framework. We are pursuing recovery through 4 overlapping phases: immediate relief, emergency relief, stabilization, and recovery, and then long-term reconstruction and rebuilding. Each phase carries distinct priorities, but all share a single purpose: protecting the lives and dignity of our people and restoring our nation with greater resilience than before. The immediate relief phase began even before the hurricane had fully passed. In those critical hours, our priority was to safeguard life and maintain essential order. Search and rescue operations were initiated in affected communities as soon as it was safe to deploy teams. Emergency shelters continue to operate at scale, ensuring food, potable water, and medical services for displaced families. Our uniformed services secured critical infrastructure, while ODPEM, municipal disaster teams, and volunteers coordinated life-saving intervention. This phase focused on urgent humanitarian needs, clearing access routes for emergency response personnel, and stabilizing high-risk areas to prevent secondary loss of life. Then we entered the emergency relief phase, the phase in which we are now. This phase includes clearing and reopening primary road corridors, accelerating the restoration of power and water systems, and expanding mobile and community-level distribution of relief supplies. We have also mobilized medical outreach to shelters and affected districts while ensuring psychosocial support for children, elderly persons, and other families. International humanitarian assistance, including airlifted supplies and technical teams, began to arrive and integrate with Jamaica's national response system during this stage. The central aim of this phase is to relieve suffering, re-establish safe access to communities, and stabilize essential services across the forward from the initial shock of Hurricane Melissa. The government's response is being guided by a clear, structured, and disciplined framework.
That part. Clear, structured, and disciplined framework. If it is a clear, structured, and disciplined framework, why are we getting these reports from the Auditor General? Why is ODPEM not having inventory records of $59.6 million worth of food, tarpaulin, and water?
For monitoring usage and effectiveness. ODPEM, inadequacy of stores management. Food items, tarpaulin, and water purchased at a total cost of $59.6 million were not recorded in ODPEM's inventory or stores records. ODPEM lacked an effective system for accurately recording, tracking, and periodically reconciling goods and assets acquired, which is essential to ensure accountability, sound management oversight, and reliable financial reporting. This issue persists despite recommendations from the Auditor General's Department in a report published in July 2024.
So the Auditor General has already talked about this. So this is a recurring problem. So the gaps that when Andrew Owens saw in ODPEM, he has not filled those gaps. ODPEM is not operating efficiently. This nonsense I'm talking. This
structured and disciplined framework. We are pursuing recovery by a clear, the government's response is being guided by a clear, structured, and disciplined framework.
Only hear what Auditor General just said a while ago. Does that demonstrate a clear, structured, and disciplined framework? These people just say things, you know. And I'm telling you, this is why I never followed up these things and even listen to them. Even the news. Because sometimes hear some people come out and then talk and then me look on the action and I say, what? Can we all agree that ODPEM is not operating efficiently and clearly and effectively? If you cannot record your storage, ladies and gentlemen, of food, tarpaulin, and water, if you don't have no records of that in your inventory, $59.6 million worth, it means you're understaffed and the staff that is working there is not working effectively. Or you have the adequate staff I want to just not decide for doing the work. Any one of those things is bad. Because at the end of the day, what is to be done is not being done. You understand what I'm saying? And from July 2024, a year before, remember Hurricane Melissa? So these issues were there and they never fixed them, ladies and gentlemen. They never fixed them. I'm not being unfair. They never fixed them. They never fixed them. Let's read that again. Let's read that again.
Food items, tarpaulin, and water purchased at a total cost of $59.6 million were not recorded in ODPEM's inventory or stores records. ODPEM lacked an effective system for accurately recording, tracking, and periodically reconciling goods and assets acquired, which is essential to ensure accountability, sound management oversight, and reliable financial reporting. This issue persists despite recommendations from the Auditor General's Department in a report published in July 2024, which highlighted the weaknesses and implications associated with deficiencies in inventory management. Furthermore, robust inventory procedures are mandated by the Disaster Risk Management Act. ODPEM reported that its warehouse inventory operates as a paper-first system. As such, items received and issued are initially documented on _ receipt and issue vouchers _ before the details are entered into the computerized inventory management system. This practice differs from previous information provided to us, which indicated that the Sage 300 software was used for inventory management. Nonetheless, we found no evidence that inventory records had been updated accordingly. ODPEM stated that its inventory system would be updated by January 9, 2026, but as of now, this process remains incomplete and no timeline for full implementation has been provided.
So, basically, ODPEM is not running effectively at all. If you can't even do proper inventory into the systems, it shows a grave lack of inefficiency. A grave lack of efficiency, I should say. Jamaica, I'm tired. No, I'm literally tired. I'm mentally tired. I'm spiritually tired of this government. I'm mentally tired of them. We have to catch up on this again. Saturday, me run again. I can't. If people in Jamaica need to rise up. It's too much. And I see why governments don't like people that have sense and can read. I see why them like dunce people. I see why now. It makes their life very, very easier. Because if half of Jamaica did still like me or Mr. Lonesome or Andrea or Atta for the Press, or Talk Your Mind TV, or Aromatic, or ABR News. If half of Jamaica is still like we, and sit down and read and analyze these things, and take interest in our country them way there, this government could not get a second term. They would have lost from the first term, they would have been out. So, I guess, I'm not guessing. What I'm saying is, Jamaica, you have to hold the government to account. And if you guys love what they're doing, if you guys like what they're doing, I love it. May I stop kill up myself? May I stop? May I stop have headache? May I stop all of them or something there? Me have to take care of me. Yeah man, I just saw me I go. May I start focus on me. Me not lose no more sleep over this. Me not do none of them something there. This week, after tonight, if tonight I don't see 200 people in my life, at least 200 people in my life tonight, at nightly news recap. It's gonna be the last today hour. Thursday, no? It's gonna be the last nightly news recap. Oh man. We can't get up every day and press this thing and the people them just I'm tired, man. People who don't love the government, who don't love what them are do, who don't love what them are suffer, you know? Well, continue to suffer. Continue to suffer. Yeah, man. Continue to suffer, man. Because you don't love it. You don't do nothing, you don't try to change nothing. You just love it. So you continue to suffer. Right? Yeah. What else you don't want me to do? Right? Andre Stevens and the rest of it damn near putting our lives in danger over here. Even addressing and putting these things out there. And somehow, you don't even support the platform. Honestly, you find it hard to hit the like button. You find it hard to share. So you don't value what people them do. And I'm not talking about me alone, I'm talking about all of us. You don't value what they're doing. We're literally, you don't see people that check the Andre and talk about say, only because it's going to look bad, make them unalive me. You don't see that? So you say, all our life in a danger. You don't see what going on in a JCF. How much money in a drugs. Superintendent get caught with cocaine. You don't see what going on. You don't hear what going on at CTAC. You don't hear where profit them a say about what's happening in Jamaica and what Jamaica need to do. You don't see Jamaica go down in our hole. I Peter Hill Jamaica go down in our hole. You don't see that. And when people talk, you say, pick up yourself. Respect for the money gun. One bit has. Zine. Why? I don't know. Thank you, One Bitters. So, people in the comment section is not recognized. Where you say stop that? What do you mean people respect One Bitters? What do you mean people in the comment section is not recognized? What do you mean by that? Manners. What do you mean people in the comment section is not recognized? What do you mean by that? We have to take it to the streets. No, boy, I don't know no Nadia. Them a thing ya. You better me go talk about something else, brother. May I start put out the AI video. Oh gosh, man, big up for the art, man. Big up for all I gifts them. May I start talk about the AI video. That's true. Let's go make some AI talk. And send the people them some encouragement. And, some spirit, some word from, God's word. We can strengthen them and make them rise up out of them situation. Like, that's the best we can do right now. But the Auditor General has come out with report after report after report after report. And all of them point to a consistency, a consistent lack of good management. Big up yourself, One Bitters. Right? A consistent lack of management of our resources, of our agencies, right? Of our money. No accountability. And people are suffering in St. Elizabeth and Hanover and St. James and Westmoreland and even St. Anto. You don't hear the people them come out the other day. You don't hear the people them come out the other day. Where I do the assessment and I burn out the Ministry of Labour. Has the Ministry of Labour come out with any statement as yet? Brianna, thank you. Has the Ministry of Labour come out with any statements as yet? Have we seen that? Remember, say the people must control what go on. The people them have to move mass control. The people them asleep. Them need to wake up from their slumber and act on their own behalf. This is a desperate situation. Right? Very, very desperate. Nah, Michelle, what's up? Nadia, big up. It's a very desperate situation, guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. If we don't, you know, see how long, let me listen to me, that lady I make me laugh, you know. Let me find her. Let me find her. Let me find her. Me need some joyful commentary right now. Me not lie. No, Jamaica, I really feel it. Me not tell no lie. Me feel down about all the people and just the people and just so and just nothing. Them nah rise up and actually, you know, stand up for themselves and stand together too, more importantly. I say most people are deflated at no, well, listen, I'm not deflated at the result of the general election. I told you guys, I said to you, alright? I changed my phone, the phone they are dead. I said to you guys, right? I said to you guys, right, that the people, un momento, I'm telling you, say God has a plan. So me I patiently wait upon God to execute his plan. I'm telling you, say God have a plan for them. Keep it honest, big up. So me patiently I wait upon him to execute his plan. Now, as the time passes, my feeling down is not about the general election. My feeling down is about the people them still not waking up after the blatant evidence for sure that all that we're saying is proven. That is what really upset me in a Beverly King. Wow. Yeah, we can talk as much as we like. If the masses don't move, there will be no change. Hey, right now I start focus on me. May I tell you that it sounds selfish, but may I start the selfish now. I don't know how Andre do it. I don't know how, and Andre, if you notice, since the general election, Andre focusing more on him. But you know, we say we not go away. When you see through your heart is really into it, you see me come back in next live and me up on the same energy again. But right now, guys, me I tell you, I feel really down. Me not tell no lie. Me really feel down. But oh, with people them are gone, brother. Me really not feel good about it, bro. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it at all. Where's my other base? I can't find it, so let me just use this. So my mother while ago, my box my plug out in a petrol wagon. It's disheartening. It's really disheartening. It's really disheartening. Remove your background noise so viewers can hear clearly. Okay. Okay, that is it. So I'm gonna remove background noise. Thank you, TikTok. Also, TikTok awesome. TikTok, I make sure to tell me say, yo, my sound quality not good. So make the people them can hear me better. Because the rain a fall, you know. The rain a fall. When you see a London 45, when you see London 45, start the more things where she actually take her, you know, going out for dinner and them something there. Because it's disheartening. It's disheartening, guys. Too much things happening, man. A long time I'm not gonna listen to every day them, you know. What the video I miss? Hold on there. Mighty God. Alright, remember that video there, yes?
So, Mr. Oldness, sir, I noticed that you all bigging up your vloggers in Parliament. Yup, I saw you all bigging up your vloggers.
Baby, wagwan.
But at the same time, I saw one of your same vloggers that you all bigging up in Parliament out here lying through his teeth. Yeah. One of the same vlogger the morning in Parliament a big up a peer lime out here tell. Because one of the same vlogger me hear out here talking about how Mr. Golding no born in Jamaica. And how Mr. Golding no married at Jamaica. Mr. Golding, nobody not have no memory of Mr. Golding and no school and all of those bullshit. So, Mr. Honest, you want to tell me that you use Jamaican tax dollars and pay them vlogger if you come out here, come spread lies and propaganda, and then you talk about pandering?
No, Jamaica. You were there on TikTok. You were there on TikTok. Because I must say TikTok, them people are there now. You really listen to them people. You take on the time out and click on their video and watch them. You really, at 24 hours in one day, you have enough. You feel listen to sensible people. You think say me, I go take up my time and listen to people just blatantly tell lie. And there's no question about Mark Golding and the facts them come from Jamaica. If any of the government officials even dare to say that anymore, they might go in a hot water even legally. Because at this point, it's going to be defamation of character. Because you're blatantly lying about the man carry a copy of his birth certificate. Enough of them go to school and know him. And them still come out in a campaign saying that he's not Jamaican. And you have lab rats on the internet.
Misinformation.
You have lab rats on the internet still talking about this foolishness. Still trying to push out this lie. Because it's not a narrative anymore. It's a lie. It's disinformation. It's misinformation. It's a lie. Not even want to go no further. I'm still she has said this.
You know, where the damn school them, the Mr. Honest is a liar. Remember I know? 2019, Mr. Honest promised us the STEM schools, and I will never stop talking about them STEM schools there. I heard that the Chinese get concession land and how they were gonna build how many STEM schools, alright? It was another point when Mr. Honest come and say he was gonna borrow $30,000 USD to build the STEM school. Then Mr. Honest come back again and say yes, he got the $30,000 USD and it is secured to build the STEM schools. And 6 years later now, where the damn school them, the Mr. Honest is a liar and a thief.
It's not $30,000 USD still. She keeps saying that, but it's 30 million USD dollars, not 30,000, 30 million. But of course, you know, she don't realize what she has said. 30 million, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not going to sit down and stop mix up Mr. Jefferson's name with this old crook, this old criminal. Listen, I lost all respect for Mr. Oldness. I lost all respect for him. In history, I never believed I would come to terms to even speak this way about a leader of my country. Mr. Oldness is a wicked leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that there's a lot of persons that supported Andrew Onis that has come to this conclusion. This is where they're at. They have lost all respect for Andrew. You remember the video yesterday where after I pressed it off? Hold on there. Hold on there. We could go back. After I press. I know I'm not find the girl on TikTok, the original video. Ooh, sorry. See it, yeah.
Warriors, I see nationwide. Office. Why was that? Why was that? On a claim say on a purchase, like up to the Jamaica. Just go sit down and bad. Sit down and him know. No. But I never realize that every single time when the Prime Minister does something he's not supposed to do, and him knows get bigger and bigger. Jamaica release and everybody willing to help the people them come up with this big fancy plan how much Unaga did up this and did up that. And I think that was the trick. And that's how to catch me. I don't know nobody but that's how to catch me because I was thinking that alright then. The price of a water will go down. And from the first week in December 5th to be exact, the 3 barrel and the 2 pallet them sent out. Reach Jamaica 2 weeks later. Wharf not call until maybe 2 weeks ago. I see that when we reach a wharf, hundreds of thousands of dollars for store fees. For what? And we didn't want to find the stuff then? And we want the stuff then? Whatever the most the Prime Minister can do something about this. You are too unfair, Mr. Big Nose. Red face, sweet pepper nose, man. At one point in my life when they grew up, I tell you somebody love and church, man. Nothing boy, you know. First of all, recent guy walk tell me, say, I want people to pay excitement over walk to them because I pay a storage fee. Remember, we were there foreign and people were there all over the world. Never have to do this. When I do it, I want to put money down the pocket. Look how lenient, man. So 3 times per morning, I send money at Western Union because the money when I send could work. I don't know why I know how much percent. And some people that leave everything over war. Some people that left everything because it now benefit me. But they see because I'm an art. But the Prime Minister act black. But while me maybe can't afford to send the money to clear it. And not everybody have the money. And people have suffered. And because of 9-day news so somehow, you know, people still down there. So people have suffered down there and I'm in the same way. People that were sent here in place, they have suffered. The place has gone back to how it was before. And the Prime Minister low care of poor people. People are accustomed to work on them over walk, not accustomed because everything go through sweet pepper nose, man. I rob them rap with when they tell me how much this will come off and that will come off. Lie. Andrew Wallace have to do better. Don't have sentient in place they have suffered. The place have gone back to money and people have suffered. And because of 9-day news so somehow, you know, I don't know why I know how much percent. And some people that leave everything. You know, first what me send God was tell me say amount of people can do something about this. You are too unfair, Mr. Big Nose, red face, sweet pepper nose, man. At one point in my life when they grew up, I tell you somebody love and church, man. Nothing boy, you know. First what
at one point in her life, she love and church Andrew. But not about him now. Can't stand him. This is where the people them come to the realization. But a little too late, ladies and gentlemen. When the prophet them win a one, when Peter Chambers win a one, and I'm knocking on the brain, and I tell them to say, yo, oi, you don't see what a demon right in front of you, you don't see this a demon here? No, you never wanna listen. You never wanna listen, you know. You don't take it as, sure. Wasn't listening, ladies and gentlemen. Damn shame. A damn shame.
Send God walk tell me say amount of people pay excitement over walk to them because I pay a storage fee. Remember we were there foreign and people were there all over the world. Never have to do this. When I do it, I want to put money down the pocket. Look how lenient, man. So 3 times per morning I send money at Western Union because
Big up yourself, mama. That's our next issue with the hurricane thing. Boy, me I tell you so much to blows and skirt, boy. Mighty God.
Is selfish, is delusional, is vindictive, is sick. Okay? And you enablers keep on coming out here with propaganda nonsense about someone that have a clean sled. You guys are crazy.
Crazy.
Go ask Mr. Honest with the 30,000 USD dollars there. When borrow from the bank for building
30 million USD dollars.
STEM schools them. STEM. And the STEM, STEM. The S stand for science. The T stand for technology. The E stand for engineering. And the M stand for mathematics. TVJ, step to the front. I'm going to show you all how you all sit down in Mr. Honest's pockets and own hypocritical and pray. Imagine you are going to a press conference and ask Mr. Bowling about Dennis Garden, medical.
Hold on there. Say Bolo, since the hurricane, did the government stop people from checking 3 bags? I don't know what you mean. Miko, big up yourself. I don't know what you mean by that. Like up the life for me, guys. He likes them now function up yourself. I don't know what I go on, but only 5,000 likes. Some of them suffer about 2 hours now. I don't know. Before me I talk about, them things them I talk about.
Benefited from the university.
Them something them I talk about. Them something them I talk about.
And that, I know that don't come out in the Auditor General report.
Same thing you too. Get up the likes.
Dennis Gard's name never once mentioned in the Auditor General's report. But UTVJ, come out of your way.
Oh, TVJ and them station in a probe and a pressure. Delroy Williams. Welcome to Medtech. Who own Medtech? I know we don't know. Under the law, that's illegal. I know we don't know who own Medtech, you know. With the drill and other items are by there, you know. But one day somebody got jail. And if it is that the judicial system is bought out, may I pray for God to deal with them. Yeah, man. Whatever judgment God casts upon their life and their family life is going to be just. And I trust in God that He's going to judge them. Yeah. Them too wicked, man. Them too wicked. Them too wicked.
Because he's against corruption, and that did not come out in the report. That was just rumored by Nationwide. At the end of the day, Mr.
Right, Chantel.
$100 million we are circulating and 3 company them. We have NCB, Burrito.
Thank you, February 24. Chantel, you're absolutely right. The media is not doing, the mainstream media is not really doing any investigative journalism. They are not.
NCB money market, a wash dirty money film, will come out in the report. Okay? You don't go ask Mr. Honest, you know, go no conference.
Highland
Press conference to ask Mr. Honest about them things there. You don't go to a press conference and go ask Mr. Honest about the $3 trillion we miss from poor people's purse. You don't go to the press conference to ask Mr. Honest about the millions of dollars and the charity money where people in the diaspora and local Jamaican donate to.
Hi, Elaine, Michelle.
UTVJ, you don't go ask Mr. Honest that.
Joy Barnes, what's up? Wait, my Joy Barnes that from off of YouTube? Hi Joy, how you doing?
Borrow from the bank, claiming that he have it secured for build the STEM schools. Them, you're not asking him about them things there, which those things are fact. Okay.
The media compromise, guys. Make sure so you go subscribe to my YouTube page. The link is in the bio. Bolo V&R 2.0. Click my face here, so the link in the bio at the top somewhere there. You will see the URL. Alright? But them compromise bad, man. When your belly full.
Jamaica, I tell you all this. Our country is done for. These journalists that are in our country, them need to pack up in our barrel and roll go down the river. As some wicked thieving people them. Mr. Honest, I pay the whole of them like, look me watch the news and I still can't believe what I'm seeing these journalists asking, the questions that they're asking Mr. Golden, all about the monies them Mr. Golden collect, if him can give a count for them and how them spend. And Mr. Honest still on $115 billion when collect in the name of Melissa for help the damn people them, and all know him not help nobody. What if, hey, what's going on, y'all?
Yo, the man them have everybody about faith. Everybody is triggered. Rami and big up yourself. Everybody is triggered right now. Man, them get people out of character. Tanya, thanks for sharing the live. The man, them get the people them out of character. Can we get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen? Please, get the likes up. Jaja, Father God, we need you, know? We need you.
No. Thank you, Mr. Golding. Thank you, Mr. Golding, to let them know that you guys are always transparent in whatever you guys are doing, and you name out who, either what, and what is accounted for, and you have books to prove everything and how everything.
Oh, it look like she wanna watch this live. And I do her, well, she watch it and then do a commentary, and then she stop and then she continue the video. Okay, all right.
Mr. Honest. Sir, morning. Sir, this morning I really want to talk to you about the Type C hospital that Mr. Tufton claimed that he's going to do. Mr. Honest, to show you how you guys take Jamaican
distraction.
And you, as a wicked leader, will claim that if your ministers ain't doing their ministerial jobs, you're going to kick them out. But at the end of the day, after 10 years and $2 billion,
this message is for my fellow Jamaicans. Please, I beg you, hear the word of the Lord. Who has ears, let them hear. If you don't want to use your ears and define your body, I know what to tell you. Last year, the prophet said, come out and them talk and then tell them the truth of what really going on in Hurricane Melissa. Before Hurricane Melissa even hit, I had the vision that something would cause people to be homeless, like a wide variety of people, to be homeless in the country. And it would not be business as usual. But people would have to go back to them regular normal life, but it would have created hardship because a lot of people would lose them house, some people lose them life. People lose their houses because they're flooded out and they can't go back there, so they're staying in shelters. And I have said this before, and I also said that we should continue to plow the land. I did not know when that was going to take place. And there's a lot of things I've been seeing in the realms that was a judgment of God. No, do not think because it only penetrated majority of the western side of the island does not mean the other side of the island, the eastern side, will not be affected at some point in time. Because what is to come will affect the eastern side of the island, majority of it. And many of you who are trying to rebuild, I'm telling you right now, there is no point in even continuing to rebuild because you have to go literally start over from scratch. What is to come, the prophets have been telling you. They have been seeing tsunamis in the realm of the spirit. It's a fact. True. I have seen it. They have seen the earthquakes coming in the realms of the spirit. It's true. I have seen it. The Lord has set his angels above the waters of the fountains. And God gets ready to step on those waters. The earth will shake. You people of Jamaica, whether you're Christian, pastor, non-Christian, non-pastor, realist, Muslim, whatever you call yourself, I'm not here to discriminate anyone. But I'm telling you that when the power of God begins to move on this land, on the island, none of us can do anything about it. When Port Royal went down into the depths of the sea, the Lord sent prophets before them. And if you do not know this, go and do your research. You'll realize there was prophets that was sent into that place because it was regarded as the wickedest city on earth. And because of the way it was, in daytime they pretended to be a normal city, just regulating and operating on civilization. But when it comes to nighttime, it turned into something chaotic and injustice, and people died in the middle of the streets. And God sent his prophets to tell them that he was going to destroy the city. 2 years after the final warning, the city was destroyed. Port Royal, it's okay. Let me explain. The geographical location of Port Royal sits on multiple sand sediments that has been built up over time. Kingston only formed after Port Royal survivors decided to go there. So we need to repent. And because God has given us time to repent, and we refuse to repent, and we also ridicule the prophets, we say, you know, as pastors who, why aren't we getting our congregations ready for what is to come? Get your congregations ready. Tell them what it is that is required of them. I'll tell you, since you don't know what is required of them, they need to go home. They need to go and pack an emergency kit just in case something happens and they need that bag to move forward, move out of their home very quickly. They also need to pack as much food products as they possibly can, such as non-perishable items. Also, they need flashlight, they need a battery-operated radio, they need whatever solar-powered energy source that they can get. Let's get their hands on that. They need to make sure they have rice, they have flour, anything that is non-perishable, they need to make sure they have a lot of that as well. Then they need to go before God and repent for their own sins. You cannot repent for them, and they can only repent for themselves. They cannot repent for their siblings. They cannot repent for anyone else but themselves. What is to come will definitely shape the nation as a whole. Many people will be in tears. I'm telling you, the time that we have been given to repent as a nation as a whole is completely gone. So if you want to heed my warning or not, that is your responsibility. It's up to you. But for those of us that are wise, just make sure that you put up or go and get a battery operated radio, stock up on your non-perishable things, fill up your cylinder, go get coal if you need to, and make sure you pack your emergency bag. And trust God and move. That's all I can say. This message is for my fellow Jamaicans. Please, I'm begging you.
Thank you, mommy. Yeah, I don't think we need to hear anything else. But me personally, I have to talk to them about tsunami and hurricane. The warnings are just extensive. My YouTube page, if you should go and look on every video after the video is done, especially the actual oh my God. As a matter of fact, look at Nightbot. For those on YouTube, look at Nightbot. Scroll and look at one of the messages from Nightbot. Share this video with everyone you love and care for. Urgent warning. Click on that link. Every single live I do, that message comes up. And it's been there for more than a year. It's the same thing you're talking about. So I have done a documentary on the tsunami and the earthquake. I have shared Pastor Chambers, Pastor Mark Stewart, Apostle Shuttleworth on this platform. And I noticed one of the times when I was doing it, people didn't want to view them. Because people were speaking negatively about these people. A lot of people in the comment section talk some nasty things about the men of God. But unfortunately, some will cry and some will die. Because they never listen to the prophet and the apostle. And that's just the truth. The warnings that they gave us. Una never listen, una never business, or no, una still no business. Me have people support me right there, so we argue me down about this and that and all of the other thing. Them have to see it, and they might see it and not choose seeing it, but them have to see it before them believe the warning. WW3 look like you out to kick off. Them still not see it. The pastor wanna sacrifice people. Tell you about famine and all them something that we are come. And drought. Wanna still not see it. Him tell you about the devil system are coming at Jamaica. Wanna see the needs. The same prophet them warning about all them something that wanna still not see it. I saw the light. I saw the light. Celine Wagwan. No more in darkness. Well, you have sun and me have rain. Now I'm so happy. Joseph, big up yourself. Praise the Lord. I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more in darkness. No more in strife. Now I'm so happy. No sorrow inside. Praise the Lord. I saw the light. People, in a normal. It's serious. It's serious.
Right? After I have so much to say.
Easy.
Ma'am, sir.
I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to hear about them now.
She's feeling herself.
This information.
No.
Former JLP counselor George Moody was charged for sexually molesting a 10-year-old boy. He was also a principal at the Grateful Primary and Infant School. Nationwide, let's talk about him.
All of the vlogger that have tax dollars paying that speak on and tender lies about Dennis Garden should be sued.
Brandon Hill. Rain.
We are following the bloggers they may get paid. We're not talking them. It's the ones that may want to call out in the parliament and a big up the other day. When have taxpayers' money and pay for come out here and pandalize, they should be sued for pandering lies about Dennis Garden. Okay, because you're seeing from the court nothing more than propagandas and foolishness and lies just to sue the Jamaica Labour Party. But I'm saying all of this to say this. Come back again, I notice. First of all, I must say, I condone no one.
Yes.
I will never ever condone a situation with no one when it comes down to sexual harassment.
Nobody.
And this situation with Dwayne Vaz and Julian get out of hand. I think it should be in the courts, and the court should decide.
Yeah.
Because any form of sexual harassment is wrong. I've been through a lot of that myself. Okay? And I know it's wrong. But I notice how nationwide take it up on them everyone, Judge Davis, take it up on him Eden, and I move like say I'm a liar, judge, prosecutor, everyone. But at the end of the day, when Judge Moody, the former principal of Grateful Primary School, infant school, did molest a 10-year-old boy.
Wow.
Yes. The former JLP counselor.
Wow.
Former JLP counselor, George Moody, that was charged.
What?
He was also a principal of the Grateful High. Grateful.
Was he prosecuted?
Primary and infant school? Yes. He was charged for molesting a 10-year-old boy.
What?
And I don't hear none of y'all.
Wow.
Platform and speak on it.
Wow.
I was the only one. I was the only one that came out on my platform last year when this whole situation took place and talk about it. Nationwide, on the need to go on a platform to talk about the former JLP councillor and former principal of the Grateful Hill Primary and Infant School that molested the 10-year-old boy. And the reason why you should talk about it on your platform, because guess what? He was charged. He was charged, so we can out here and chat anything we want to chat, like he was charged.
Wow.
There's certain things that you don't have to leave to the court. Everything on the use for political gimmickry and political gains. Just because you don't want to have something against the PNP. Like I said, I don't support none of these things. But I noticed that you judge right now, Rob, if you come out here, come.
Yeah, man, in my germs, man.
And you're not trying none of the cases them with Mr. Honest, your thief in
in my germs.
But let me tell you something.
My germs. Dirty body, Jerry. Germs that.
So don't go and kick up on yourself because the whole out over there are support criminality in this country. And at a point, it got to stop. And we are going to see to it that all of this bullshit stop. Remember, I tell you all. Mr. Honest, sir, I don't know why you put Bigfoot as Madam Speaker. Because it seemed like the exemplic was she take for Marga don't I get to her head. Because some things they may say, them a pint of order in a parliament and
people you know so when I get to watch parliament with Juliet Honest, we can't do it. What them say? Allegedly Juliet I take what? Exemplic I want him so. Hey Barry, what's up? No.
Call out pint of order. I don't understand what is going on. She need to go take one book, one whole month and sit down and read the book, the rules of the house. Because me tell you say the exempt we should take on a Marga down and look like when cow shake off things. It get to our brains.
Oh my God.
It's getting to our brains. I know that you put her there, Mr. Honest, for bully people.
Oh,
so them
God.
talk about your germs, them and walk one in the country where them hide from people. But look here, man, the whole I wanna move up, man. Move up and shuffle up, man. Last night, me listen to the African program and a Bigfoot them talking about. Bigfoot need to go sit down. She need to go make her two daughter them breed so she can get some grand pitney to play with, man. She need to go to her yard now, go sit down. She's overrunning this shit with her behavior. We the people tired of her. Mr. Olney.
So hold on there. So, no, me not tell no lies still, no, Barry, thank you. Me not tell no lies still, no. Me see one still frame. Oh, her neck looks so. She look dry down for you, you know. And what she go do at India, God? I want if a poison good. A good speak I us. I'm concerned. Yo, comment section leave. Somebody say Obia. No man. No, but on a serious level. I have heard the prophet say that. The prophet talk about our visit at India. Yeah, man, me hear the prophet say that for you. Also, I something make you lose weight, Saturday. Oh, I don't know about them something there. I tell you the truth. When we want to lose weight, we stop near my God gym and drink whole heap of water. You understand? I saw me lose weight. Stop near God gym and drink whole heap of water. Jesus. Moving on.
And Mr. Honest, sir, today is the last day in January, you know, and it's from November.
Yes.
Darrell Vase promised the Jamaican people
the boss them.
The rest of bus them. You know.
Talk up
Remember,
with
him say we're going to have bus on top of bus on top of bus on top of bus, you know, sir.
Yes.
And we spend $1.4 billion in our tax.
Where the bus them there?
So what's going on with the bus them? We need to see bus on top of bus on top of bus on top of bus. What's going on?
Where bus them there?
The rest of bus them can't come yet. Is what?
Where's the buses?
Don't tell me say. While them did in the sea and come, Melissa take them and gone back.
Mighty God!
We still need to know, you know. And we patiently sit down and wait, you know. So, Mr. Honest, we are waiting. You come tell me where the bus and top of bus and top of bus. Because we can't ask Vase nothing, you know. We cannot ask the Vase nothing. So we ask you, Mr. Honest, where are the buses? Tax dollars, money. When we tax money, them, at $1.4 billion we're spending.
What? Myrtle Richards. Reaction or what? Reaction or oak action. Where you say this, Myrtle? Please clarify what you say.
So we want to see bus on top of buses on top of buses on top of buses, you know. We promised that from November they was gonna be here now. Today's the last day in January, no, sir. So we are waiting to see bus on top of bus on top of bus. We don't know thief it liar the wicked self.
Me nah look.
And Mr. Owens.
Me nah look.
Sir, today and to the CEO of Nationwide, Mr. Cliff Hughes, I wish sickness and no one, sir. I hope and wish for your speedy recovery from your strokes, your blurry vision, and losing your mobility.
Yo, me not laugh off of that, you know. I will Mr. Wayne Lonesome say, Mr. Lonesome say, I will say, lime juice and what? Mr. Wayne Lonesome say, lime juice spray in the eye. How do you know how to go on? Oh my God.
I want to see you out here on the platform.
No.
No matter what, we are all human beings.
Oh, Jesus.
And when sickness comes, it have no boundary and it respects no one. So, speedy recovery, sir. Yeah. And Mr. Owens, persons are now asking, why is it that the persons that used to work under the Ministry of Security now working under the Prime Minister's office? Sir, I can answer that for them, you know, because you're now the Minister of the Security. You're a Security Minister now, that's why. But you need to come address the nation. Address the nation and let them know that you, the Prime Minister, is now our new Security Minister. Because the people them ask me question, Mr. Owens, me no really know everything. But so far from them I work under your ministry now, you have to be the new Security Minister. So you need to come out and address the nation. Mr. Owens, let me tell you what you're doing wrong. You're doing any God Almighty thing you want to do with this country. You're not telling Jamaican people nothing. You just do anything you feel like doing. Listen, we want to know why the people that work at the Security Ministry know I work under the Prime Minister's office. We want to know. So just come address the nation and make we know, say, you are the new Security Minister. Please and thanks.
Hey, I will leave a serious question there, man. But if you ask yourself the question and look for what go on, you don't need glasses to see what go on. Reaction or quick action. Oh, well, we are talking about in terms of the title of my video. If I title of my video, I just react to the news and the stuff that we are going.
So Jamaica, you see when you have a lad in court and a good liar to cross-question that liar and turn him upside down is like rubbing butter puss mouth. Under intense cross-questioning.
Yes.
By defense lawyer.
Mr. Wildman.
The 6th police officer.
Yes.
Floyd Green admitted that he didn't see the actual killing of the man.
My God.
And you see, when I read the story, I said to myself, this is why I want better for the poor class of Jamaica. So when push come to shore, they can get and afford good lawyers to grill.
True. Good point.
Will God admits he tricked us.
A big trick has been played on all of you. And that trick is that you are led to believe that the government can take water, road, security, healthcare, housing, education.
Will God admits he tricked us. Where are you alive?
And An editorial note in our story yesterday from the PNP press conference, we aired a report that said questions of accountability were raised involving the PNP's Region 3 chairman and member of parliament for East Central St. Andrew, Dennis Gordon, in relation to a procurement scandal. This information was incorrect. Neither Mr. Gordon nor any company associated with him has been implicated in the procurement scandal. TVJ.
Want to hear that? Want to hear that ocean-wide? Want to hear that?
The error and apologizes to Mr. Gordon for the erroneous report.
Okay, good.
Don't manage the economy well, your hospital get bad, your road get bad, your water supply get bad. Don't manage the economy well, your hospital get bad, your road get bad, your water supply get bad.
Newsflash, Jamaica. Guys, you all don't hear what's going on. Jesus Christ, no one in the ear that one here. Taxpayers, y'all don't wonder where y'all money going. May I forgot share this with you guys. Darrell Vase did buy a house in Florida.
Why she call him Darrell Vase, yo? Like, yo.
Him did buy a house in Florida, guys, for $400,000 USD dollars cash. Where the hell Darrell Vase get $400,000 USD dollars from for buy a house cash in Florida? Jesus Christ. And guys, this after them take one visa. So 3 more back access to the country, him go buy a house in Florida, guys. And when things don't work out, guys, 5 days after the house was purchased, guys, it was sold and transferred into a foundation called Douglas.
Where you say Bolo Andre said when him start talking about what's really going on in the PMP man case, he going to have to lock down. Listen to me. Me? He come like last night when Andre talked. He come, you know, see me I review the thing last night and my head start hurt me. I know I'm gonna go back on it, you know. I know I'm gonna go back on it. I don't click back on the video. I wipe my mind clean and clear all of that information there. I not even repeat it. Anybody want to know, go watch Andre. You hear what I say? Okay, good.
Foundation Trust, that is Darrell Vase's father. No, don't tell nobody, say me telling them. Jesus Christ, I hear me here. Newsflash, Jamaica.
I mean if me run.
Guys.
I mean if me run. Me run.
Darling, when I say here,
run.
Darling.
Hate on her. Nobody gets me like.
Mr. Olin, morning, sir. Mr. Olin, I saw you saying that non-JSF member should associate, talk to, do business with, or associate themselves with any form of gang or gang members. I've always known that you are the only gang leader who you want the JCF for clown with. I always know that. You know, it was never...
No.
I want to know if it's not a criminal enterprise you are running. I want to know if it's not a gang leader of your criminal enterprise that you are running.
Whoa.
With all of the criminals over there. With all the criminals that you have over the Silicon, we are robbed Jamaican people dry. All of the illicit enriched terms, those are criminal offenses, Mr. Owens. So you're basically telling the Jamaican people that the JCF should not, must not associate themselves with who you call gang members in the communities, but they better original gang leader and shotgun in the country. That's what you're saying. Mr. Owens, let me tell you something. Okay, because I the only set of criminal means to stand up in a necktie when I'm got jail. Nowhere else in the world. You are your thieving friend then. The whole of them criminal. Could I deal with the Jamaican people and do it no more right now? Now every time you come out and say some things, you just make yourself look stupid. You just make yourself look stupid. Look at all the criminals that over your place. But still the JCF have to surround them and bodyguard them and watch them. So you're basically that only your cult a criminal. JCF must associate themselves with. You notice how the tide turn?
Sorry. What go on this one? We got my internet drop. What go on? Well, the rain a fall still, so Terrifier, big up yourself, big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Look at me. Ordinary Jamaicans suffer. So it is important for the people at the University Hospital, including the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, to tell the people of Jamaica how many dialysis machines were imported by the University Hospital just about 2 years ago. Dialysis machines that were purportedly imported by the University Hospital of the West Indies. I have some new information. So apparently, these machines were imported by the University Hospital of the West Indies, ostensibly so, but they were not imported by the University Hospital of the West Indies. Sounds confusing? Is because something went down. According to the Auditor General, the University Hospital's tax-exempt status was abused, corruptly used to bring into the island dialysis machines, stuff. Yes. And a private medical facility is using those facilities or was party to the abuse of the UHWI's tax-exempt status. And now we're learning that it's not 10 dialysis machines that were brought in. It was 12. 12. Yeah. And we're also learning, yeah, that other items were brought in, and the duty that should have been paid, if they had done it legally, should have been $11 million. They end up paying $1.1 million and denied the Treasury $10 million. So it's a case now where I gather it's now the subject of a criminal investigation by CETA. Yeah, I gather CETA, the Organized Crime Investigation Division, is involved now because apparently the 12 dialysis machines are at a private medical facility somewhere in St. Andrew. Ordinary Jamaicans suffer. So it is important for the people at the union.
Guys, the cold front going on bad. The breeze. She's something, the breeze cold. But I like it. The breeze is cold and nice. Guys, do it the normal. Down the side of the man, this is breeze blow. Shit, look here, guys.
Where's the rain out here in your place?
Oh, look here. Jesus. Themselves with any criminal organization or any gang member or nothing like that, guys. And this is a surprise to me because the biggest
Boy, I don't know any earnings. I don't really worry about that, you know. I have other things to worry about the government are going to do right now. Investigation are going right now, you see me? Momzell! Mama! Yeah, how you do? Yeah, you could have never do nothing. You couldn't paint nothing in this time. No, even before you couldn't paint nothing in January. Yeah, that the time, but after that you couldn't do nothing. But it don't make no sense. Yes. Come on. People. Come on. People that hear me. TikTok, you can't hear me, see me. YouTube, you can't hear me. Internet gone now. Alright. Think about this. Go inside, yeah, man. Like we breeze now and blow hard. You not hear me? Lauren, Sassy says, hear me. I'm going to let you right this way, my people. I left you right this way. Internet has been a challenge today. From the other day, it has been a challenge. But them say JPS I get challenged because of the breeze, of the cold front. It's come like a storm there in Jamaica. And me I tell you, in Jamaica, we don't take that rain lightly, you know. So my place them want to live. If you don't know, say earth kind of, all earthquake they lick there, and the rain here fall, please don't be careful here. Want to know family member them to be careful. Careful. Alright? Be very careful, my friend. I'll come back now.
Mr. Owens, sir, I'm going to my bed, but I have to say this. Sir, you know that is Nikisha Burchell Bigfoot talking. When she talking about dress code and how she close tight already till button pop open. You know, see the whole time the cameraman, when she talking, the cameraman have the camera and Nikisha breast them. Bigfoot, nobody will tell you if you go take Exempic and dry out your breast them, you know. And make you pad up in a 1 million piece of clothes like that if you look right, you know. Make the young people them dress nice, man, and leave them alone. When you used to, look here, Bigfoot, you forget say you used to show a little cleavage when thickness did I wear for you. Leave the young people them, man. When your mate did come in a parliament with Icky, you want to create laugh Icky in our workplace. Now you see, Nikisha nice sexy breast them. All of a sudden, you want to create law for dress code in the parliament. You sit on one side.
Ball out.
A thief want to create a law for lock up on a damn thief
That
himself.
is it.
Backside, man.
That is it.
Peter Bunting, big up yourself. My life for you grab up the thief them and dress them in the parliament. Colleen Lowe don't know, say, clerk of the house, you know, see I work with this. You know, criminal. Man, look how you wicked and lie, come talk about bank make error. People are idiots. Yo, may I tell you my say, the whole of my pocket over there. But some time come here. This woman in the parliament will come tell her, come on, but bank error to a set plan, I don't happen again.
The bank no make no error. Bank no make no error. They have to take responsibility and them make the error based off of what they say. Them no make the bank no make no error. Them full of crap. Them this a government and them no accountability. None. You hear me say? Them not have no accountability. And that them depend. No accountability government.
From when do it all the time. And it's 5. The card naturally.
Madness.
5,000 noise. And you were telling me that the bank make an error liar woman. So you see, you and Big Blue Colin, remember saying many different persons have been a court because you need to go and use the credit card to the person. And one of the persons supposed to write to check them freaking ask about what to do your fire. The fire, when you not fire, you bring up unnecessary punishments and the people that want to thief over there. And then you know what is so bad? Mr. One plug our guilty like over here, something PNP, corrupt, and let's say from you, like you, from you, come to them something, you know. I would
like somebody comment and say, oh, in my comment section, oh, PMP then so thief and rape.
It might be controversial, but the graphic. It might be controversial.
But come to them something. This is why I'm used to get some serious money from taxpayers. The government have paid the flag of them serious money. The taxpayers money to come out and come spread propaganda and tell lies. Because I want to know, say, nobody not taking up for nobody, and when we catch them, we'll go out here and slaughter them. But one more the corrupt and thief and criminal they like over guilty house. When I see how they do away, you know, to the security guard the money on Mr. Olness. And pay criminal over there. Look how much of them procurement breach. Floyd $87 million breaches. And look here. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yo!
Right? Look at the breaches all over the damn board. Like, what you guys doing? Down to the simply Starling box them with the people them forget. If you can't pick up the internet in our country, them take $12 million for them and go buy 200 bucks and then still give the people them 120 and then keep 80 for themselves. What things, everything. So I want to know how to
Yo!
poor people can't raise. Okay, poor people can't get better. Only people that get better only in a parliament are not friends. That's why I'm here for the people from out here defending the corner. Don't know if you're older than yourself. When I defend the criminal, then the whole
a true man.
But we know that from here and Bigfoot at work. If someone get a contract to renovate the canteen in a parliament and no paperwork and no pay off the contract and everything before the work finish, we know so now work together. I'm not thief over them and
thief.
From top.
You know why you like me?
Guys. Newsflash, Jamaica newsflash, guys. Guys, I'm going to cheer come right here because I'm not going to believe what happened. Guys, remember I was telling y'all that Mr. Onus was going to take the hurricane relief money? Jesus of mercy. Jamaica, the Auditor General's report stated 1 bag of red dot in the hurricane money. Meaning, so all of the money missing can't get account for no trace, no records where the money gone and what the money do. Mr. Onus, where the hurricane relief money from Jamaica to help the people them, sir? Jesus of mercy, Jamaica.
Yo!
Me telling us that this
Yeah, but I will land on, you know.
are wicked and them a thief.
No, man.
Illicit enrich themselves, you know. And people will die out that take this year sports, you know. And we are suffering, you know. Mr. Holness, where the hurricane relief money, the people still out the door.
True.
Jesus Christ.
True.
Jamaica. And I think it's just that.
True, man.
$12 million where Daryl Vase take to go buy 200 Starlink. You know, say 120 of the Starlink them going to distribute. 80 of the Starlink missing. No records to where them there, whatever. All kind of procurement breaches all over the board. And what kind of thief in government this? And when you come out and talk about them, you still have labrats out here run up and down. The Auditor General's reported to you yesterday, guys. Jesus Christ, appear criminal over the labor right then. What going on in Jamaica?
I don't know, you know. Alright, may I show now vibes. You see, the reason why you need proper documentation, guys, because every Starlink or every device have a serial number on it. So when you receive the good them, when you properly document them, you're gonna have those parts of it. So guess what? A man can't thief out some. A man can't thief out some of the 700 what you call it, Starlink them, and give them out to other places and not document them properly. Because if I the same Starlink out of the 700, potentially, suppose at the same Starlink out of the 700, the man them actually procure, I say them procure, to access the $12 million to whatever company. We don't know the company is, who for company it is. That needs to be looked into, you know. Because I'm not put nothing past them people, you know. I'm not put nothing past them. Because I remember earlier, you know, guys, some of them probably never hear, but we went into the detail of about the Auditor General report. And that's why I'm going to go over them something again. Because, you see, it's going to take a while to soak in for some people, you know. And you know what, more than likely what I need to do, I just need to make a video and give me analysis on the video and do it in a parts and in a section. So that way, we can have part 1, 2, 3 and we'll go through it. And people can actually go look back on those videos and look on the analysis based off the report. Because what they in the report, you know, is that the man them deliver and pay fee the Starlink them, you know. And there was no procurement, you know, until 5 days after they start the procurement process, you know. It's like I said before, it's the same thing at the UHWI. All procurement start after goods delivered. That doesn't make no sense. That is damn near criminal. That is borderline criminal. You get me? Yeah, that's borderline criminal.
I'm speechless.
I will not forget how I was like a prisoner during COVID. The corner shop, the market, the barber salon, the jerk chicken man. The small restaurants for the poorer class of people were all locked down. Poor people were taken from under their beds and locked up. Fines totaling thousands of dollars were imposed on people, yet the
hundreds of thousands of dollars, not thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
hotels were opened.
Yeah.
The big establishments were open to the extent politicians were given a free rein to enjoy themselves in these hotels and on boats. So when such men talking
that a fly green
about love for poor people he must be dreaming. Many of us had family members who died because there was no medical oxygen.
Yep.
I won't forget.
This motherfucker has fucked up everything.
Everything.
Jamaica, I know Zalika just get a $10 million fee. Northeastern St. Elizabeth.
A lie you tell.
Remember, Mr. Olney said I'm going to give everybody $10 million for constituency, you know, to fix up and help the people. Then all no Zulika just not get fear.
No.
Because he said the man lie and wicked. Mr. Olney's not give the people them the $10 million all now in Jamaica.
Hold on there. This is one recent video. One day ago, she do this video. You see, this is why I can't bother, you know, because when me think me done my live stream, here comes something else. Who is that? Who for name? Who for name me call? Who for name I am calling? Who for name me I call? Stafford, which name me call a while ago, make you say that? Ooh. I'm not attacking him, just an ask. Big up Falmouth, big up Falmouth. Falmouth a wash way? Mighty God. No man. That means a Moby a wash way too. Flight Green. Shut, brother. When Flight Green ain't gonna sue me for? If you talk the truth? Flight Green did then about no movement there and shower labor right. You still have a video them. What you mean Flight Green? Sue me for what? Man, Chuck, I think that's insensibly attack to me about that, man. Flight Green dead upon no movement there. Shower labor right. A throw up champagne. If he get charged, he should have never in a politics after that. Anyone did Mark going and run at the party there. Thinks a Flight Green could have get no position. Why not easy, man? If you go away, them stink.
I have to go wait until
disgusting.
Mr. Olness, do not give Zulika Jess the $10 million for Northeastern St. Elizabeth to help the people them for emergency housing or nothing at all. This wicked thieving man have the one of the man,
people, me have to go look up that. No, me have to go look up that. So in a parliament that talk about that yesterday. Zulika just not get the money on now. Hold on there. Wait. Let me see if I find Zulika just yourself. February 3rd. At a Mark Golden.
1, 2. Thank you.
Data.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I want to make my small contribution to all that has.
Hold on the people. Me need to confirm this. Let me go to the parliament. Because this is more than bang around. Me need to confirm this. Why the people them so coward down there? I don't know enough. Because they don't know their rights. You know see how Andre fix them business quick and fast. You know see that? More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. That's what TikTok says. I'm just reading what TikTok says. I wake up Bolo, it a rain from 1 o'clock. It just done. Mighty God. Jessica, big up your nice clean self. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the gifts. Wow. Hold on there. BBC. Let's go to the parliament. People, on the ear, know so them have some committee today. 4 or 5 people in there. And me here, one of the JLP members them say something about election. And how 600 vote and vote did spoil and him supposed to get more votes. Then what? Hey, them a complain same way, no? And they winning, no? PMP, no, only need for the better. Me a call you out. All I know, when no say people ain't rob you. in the election. Me a call you now. Me say the man a challenge the elector, the EOJ, and say they want to come at the committee to come answer question about the voting process and how certain rules and so on 20 feet. Me have to wonder if a PMP attack or a JLP. When you not hear it, me say me shocked. Right now, me have a screen record because I'm going to post the video. Ladies and gentlemen, one bag of calamity. Me say, hey, Jamaica the worry place. Jamaica the worry place, brother. No, man. No. Let me see if we can find it fast.
Procurement rules.
Jamaica is not a real
So
place.
I was unprecedented to have that many. I think I even spoke to a member.
Yeah.
600.
Yeah.
I made a big fuss out of it.
Yeah.
Because my margin was so huge.
Watch out.
If it was somebody with a small margin, that 600 votes can turn election.
Yeah.
You know, of the 600 votes, at least 500 are mine.
Yeah.
Because the PMP lost votes also, not me alone. So I was unprecedented to have that many. I think I even spoke to member Terrelon.
Yeah.
He had a huge number of briquette ballots also in his constituency. Also, and maybe you could guide me again, we want to get submissions from members of the public. I know that in my constituency, I have a monthly meeting with my constituency executive, and I will bring it to them. Especially the one about the outdoor agents, because election day is a problem with outdoor agents and the police. You know, 20 yards from the station, and we need something to. That's what I really.
You hear me talk about 20 yards from the station? People, members say, in a Andrew Owen's constituency, none of those were observed. The whole place crowd up and a female one. The whole of the station them crowd up with people in a green and intimidate people. The rules them say not supposed to happen. These are the things Will Rattigan was talking about. So here this man, I remember Dwayne Smith in name. Dwayne Smith. I say, boy, you know, we need to call in the EOJ. Me couldn't believe.
But the electoral office person here. So we also want some submissions from the public.
And I ask for people to put down them written affidavit basically if you say them see this happen and it's not supposed to happen. Thank you very much. In a sense, foolishness. Time I will come, you know. Time I will come. And what smells so good? Mighty God. And what smells so good, woman? How are this tuna? My goodness, it smells amazing.
Alright. I think that is already up. Our member Rhoda Moy Crawford.
Just to say that
all Rhoda, here Rhoda in a parliament.
The various groups to share their thoughts, and also as a member of parliament, even though I have my own thoughts and observations, I too would want to have a discussion with my electoral representatives, my constituents, to see how they feel about any changes that we want to look at. In terms of the adjustment to time, section 33, what I have observed in other jurisdictions, St. Lucia for example, Jamaica has almost a population of almost 3 million. Of course, I know not all of those persons are on the voters list, but we have a very large voting population. St. Lucia in 2024 had less than 200,000, and their polls go from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening. I wouldn't have a difficulty with us extending the voting hours. Based on my own observation, moving around my constituency on election day, we have more than 100 polling stations stations in Manchester Central. And while the law clearly states that employers are to allow their employees time off to vote, I have received multiple complaints from supporters that they are told they can't leave for whatever reason. In some instances, I had to write letters to employers, and so a lot of these establishments work ends at 5, so I don't have a difficulty with the additional hour to facilitate those who would have that difficulty. But that's my personal thought, and I would still feel more comfortable if we properly ventilate the issue and get some more feedback.
All right. So as our senior legislative counsel mentioned, a lot of these topics, a lot of these suggestions affect other things. And I hear you, Rhoda Moy Crawford. Let's have some timeline. So I know I'm going to go back to my constituency and try and get the feedback. Rhoda Moy mentioned you're going to do the same. I think everybody may need to do the same. But we need to have some timeline. We're now in February 2026. What is a realistic timeline for us to get back submissions from the public and from our constituents to bring to this committee? What do you think is a reasonable timeline? 2 months? 3 months? Let me hear from you, Ms. Shaw.
Ms. Rose Shaw.
I would think that 2 months would be a reasonable time. The legal department, will the legal department...
But let's hear let me hear from Ms. Shaw first, and then we'll hear from Ms. Crawford.
2 things I would agree with. I didn't hear the legal department. Will the legal department be a part of this meeting? Because it's very important when you look at, like the various implications of the laws from the Attorney General's department. They're on the list. Very well. Well, I think that we could invite them simultaneously and have EOJ do their presentation, but I wouldn't want them to just do that and leave. I want everybody to be in the room. And I also agree with the re-verification. I know you're not going into all of this, but when I look at a PD that I am familiar with, that's a PD that I voted. And we were going through the other day, our usual canvas. And I was appalled to see the amount of persons who migrate. Other persons, they are in other areas, St. Catherine, they don't even bother to turn out. And it's a huge chunk of that voters list. So I agree with you that it's not a true reflection of when they're saying it's a low voter turnout. So that needs to be addressed immediately.
All right.
I am indeed very pleased to bring greetings on behalf of the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline DeSasso McKenzie, CD, who extends her...
Work done in one parliament.
We will start. Students are also joining us in the gallery. Welcome to the Houses of Parliament.
So, we are going to ask about culture, entertainment, and the creative economy, 2025 to 2026, and the caucus of women parliamentarians, that these committees be allowed to hold hybrid meetings that are partially virtual and partly
amendments.
Okay.
Members, I put clause 1. He may have something he would like to comment. Yeah. Those in favor? Those against?
The ayes have it. I put clause 2. Those in favor? Those against? I put clause 3. Those in favor? Leader of the opposition, do you have, if you have clauses you would like to intervene in respect of, just indicate, please. Those in favor? Those against? I put clause.
During those tense political times, that week 76 to 80, when things were like out of control, he never ever saw me out and never checked on me. He never saw me out and didn't ask me if I was okay. And the most important thing is that he was not into the politics. He was into music. So despite the fact that he had a tradition in politics, music was his thing. But it goes further than that, Madam Speaker, because I know you, his two brothers, are blessed.
Member Tony Hilton was also there in 2013. At that time, Mr. Speaker, it was our intent.
Who have now gone to a better place.
All right, see it now? See it now? Me find it. What that?
Madam Speaker, I rise on behalf of this side to lend our support. Do not look so surprised, Minister. We are actually very much minded to support this concept paper. I look forward to having sight of it in greater depth, but the truth is, alternative dispute resolution, we all can understand and appreciate that there is an immense need for that, particularly here in our justice system where our courts are clogged. We complain about the backlog. We complain about the number of cases which are taking up time in the system. Cases, especially those to do with family disputes and matters, civil matters, where parties are known to each other and are best resolved at mediation or such other means or modes of alternative dispute resolution. And so even though we would have started this process some time ago, we have the civil procedure rules which makes it mandatory, Minister, as you know, for certain matters to proceed to mediation. Well, I believe there was an amendment, and so it's no longer automatically sent for some cases to mediation, and perhaps that's something we may wish to revisit, Minister, because we can appreciate that it served its place very well in having matters resolved quickly and without the need for a trial. So in short, Minister, we welcome this concept paper and we look forward to seeing how best we can review it and lend our suggestions and recommendations. Thank you. Announcement.
But the thing says she did talk about it in her son. It look like in a parliament. What go on?
Where the debt to GDP ratio peaks at around 68% as projected. I would imagine these facilities would be drawn down over a similar period.
Right, but all even oral Minister of Finance. Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the...
I don't see the part where them talk about the Keisha Burchell. I don't see nothing like that. Somebody have got to send me that clip there. Alright? Let me figure upon. Yeah, she did on Facebook mostly. Zulika Jess. Let me see if I say she talk about it on her Facebook page. Okay, Sita, rotted.
Distributing supply to...
Sita?
Today is a very busy day at the office here in Santa Cruz. Today is the day that we're actually going to be distributing supply to persons who had made the application from last year following Hurricane Melissa. But whilst I'm at it, I just want to use this opportunity to provide you with a quick update because so many of you have been reaching out, you've been calling and you have been messaging. You've stopped by the office to find out about the status of the building allocation that was announced from last year by the government, the $10 million building allocation that the government indicated that your member of parliament would have received for you on behalf of the constituency. Now, this is just to let you know that unfortunately here in northeastern St. Elizabeth, that allocation has not yet been received. I did follow up this morning to find out what is the latest so that I could provide you with a status update. I was informed that perhaps within another week or so, might be less, might be more, then that allocation should be sent over to the hardware so that you can start accessing building material. But for now, we haven't received that allocation. And so that is why those of you who had applied to the office for building assistance, we haven't been able to respond to that need in the way that we would like to respond. What you see happening like today and over the last few weeks and months is really as a result of my reaching out to private entities, private individuals, private organizations and seeking assistance to try and help the situation because we haven't received that allocation from the government as yet. But I do understand that there is an urgent need, and that is why I have been doing my very best to reach out to all who I can to seek assistance for you, and that's why we've been able to do what we have been doing. But as it relates to those of you who have not as yet received the assistance, even though you had applied after the hurricane, I will let you know as soon as that allocation is made available to the hardware so that you in turn can go to the hardware and access the benefit that you so desperately. Posted. But for now, this is what we've managed to do. And even though you had applied after the hurricane, I will let you know as soon as that allocation is made available to the hardware so that you in turn can go to the hardware and access the benefit that you so desperately desire and need. So I'll keep you posted. But for now, this is what we've managed to do. Thank you for your patience. I know that many of you applied from last year, right after the storm. And I also know that many of you heard that the MP gets $10 million to help with building materials. So unfortunately, even though there's no they're still coming up with that $10 million. And even for the next grant, I saw them on Friday to ask them about and they said that hopefully it's been another week. But even when they grant that money, it will not come to me as your member of parliament. The money is going to go to the hardware. And they will collect by the hardware. But I also know that some of them have no place to apply to office. Some of them miss the deadline. And because you have a hearing member of parliament, I have been on my knees in prayer, and I have been walking and begging and soliciting.
Like how you turn up to it, that's all me love. Aye. And look, you know you're tougher than Sweden. Tell them that.
Alright, so what I've been saying to you is that even though we don't
Hi, Bobsy.
from the government as yet, be the $10 million program, I have been doing some begging for you, and this is how we can manage to get yes. So today we're going to be distributing 150 sheets of flyers.
Babies.
You know, sir, I know everything. When I ask
everything going to me.
what is that?
What do you mean, Mama? What do you mean? I told.
Right, and as soon as more becomes available,
you touch me up.
will touch on the up.
Right.
And you know, sir, that is now when we touch on the up.
I mean, we got the lady. I do it poor lady this now. When I chat too much, I win, we want to win again.
I want to say shame on you, JLP. Shame. There's no excuses for Zuleika Jess or any other constituency not to get the $10 million where them promised from last year. For help people with them things. The money I go to the hardware they get the stuff done from the hardware and then allocate to the people that will apply fee. There's no reason, Jamaica, for this level of tardiness. The only thing I can say is what I've concluded about this government and Andrew Honest, them is wicked. Can you imagine? You know how long me hear about that the $10 million they were allocated? No Friday in November. No Friday in November. In a parliament. And you tell me say today at January, February. This video was posted February 2nd. And they are telling her that we are hoping, hopefully, not definitively, no, hopefully, by a week and plus, yeah, we get the money will be allocated to the hardware. Jamaica, one away, Pat. One of us are easy, son. One of us are techie abuse. According to them, you know, St. Elizabeth is ground zero, you know. And you see how they treat St. Elizabeth? Well, specifically Zuleika Jess. Is it because it's a PMP one area? Is Andrew Honest's government really playing politics with victims of Hurricane Melissa? What a worthless, wicked, mighty God. Woe unto you, Andrew Honest. Woe unto you. Woe unto you and your government. I want to say salute to Zuleika Jess for going on her knees and praying. Right? Begging entities for donations of material to help these folks. And I think these entities should be rewarded for their philanthropy at some point. In this time of need, these entities, private entities, that have given of themselves to help the people of Jamaica, if they were to be rewarded later on down the line, not because I'm giving it to get rewarded, you know, but if they were to be rewarded, surprise rewarded, I think we should put these people on our to reward list. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If there's any development in St. Elizabeth, those entities, private entities that give them materially, they should be highly considered on the procurement process and highly favored as well. That is not corruption. Me now say give them all of the procurement them, you know. That's not it. That's a corruption. But they should be highly favored and considered. So if a 7 of them, the 7 of them should be highly favored and considered. They should be A-listers. People may have left for real this time. I think I'm gone for oil. London 45 are you cause this. Me have to go dig up and do research and I find out what go on. Big up, about 5 live me do on TikTok already, you know, because I mess with my live, you know. Start and stop and start and stop, about 5 live, you know. But thank you for the support. Alright? Simple Pebbles everybody. Later. Sassy D, love you. Later.